Moon gang. What is going on? Let's get the duck shirt on right away today. We mean business. Tuesdays are business days for us here in our moon colony. You know, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we mess around. Tuesdays, all business. All business, all business. What is going on in the stock market? All right, cool. I can talk to Houston. How is my medium hold, high shine hair? Ooh, that's looking good. All right, so that's on point. Obviously the most important aspect of the stream. Once again, I have pivoted to medium hold, high shine hair product. That's where my life's at right now, and that's what you do when you basically are the internet. You get opportunities like this to pivot your hairstyle, even though you're already in your mid-20s. All right. It's going to be a good day. Come on. You got to have a big smile on your face. Should I button up? Do we mean that much business? I could button up a little bit. Bring this from a PG-13 show down to a PG by just getting a couple of these. Good morning. Muted? I'm not muted. No, I'm not. People can hear me. You're messing with me. You guys know I'm just too gullible. All right. All right, team. Welcome back to the Duck Shirt Spartacular episode, whatever. 88. Let's call it 88 today. I don't even know. What's it matter? So, all right, let's do some of this. What's going on with my watch list? Let's go down to 5 minutes. All right, we'll do some position reviews. We'll go over some of the AMC GME, aka GameStop news. Let's hop right into it. Before the bell rings, I need to tell everyone about this wild dream I had. There were a lot of twists and turns within the dream. It was crazy. It's actually so crazy. Like, I know obviously I make up quite a bit of stuff. I'm not the most sane person out there, but this one, as I tell you, this incredible journey my brain went on while I was sleeping, I think your mind could be really blown by it. But anyway, I just want a little bit of foreshadowing for before, and I'll try to get that out before the bell rings today. But let's go over all the important technical levels, all that good stuff. So first, let's start off with data. Actually, hang on. Even potentially more important. So this data platform, Ortex, which I believe to be the most accurate, up-to-date short interest for AMC and GME, the founders just emailed me. We can offer a 10% discount for all yearly subscribers. They're working on setting up a special page, but if you sign up for the yearly thing, and you email support@ortex.com with the subject line Moon Gang discount, you'll get a 10% discount, which is awesome. Very, very kind of them. I just email them like, hey man, a lot of people seem to like your platform. Is there a way we can get a special Moon Gang discount? Just do that and you could get 10% off the yearly program. But anyway, right now, trending upward. Over the past 2 days, the short interest on AMC has gone from 17.8% up to 18.9%. The shares on loan went from 114 million to 122 million. That's for AMC. GameStop's has gone from 12.8 million to 12.7 million to 12.6 to 12.7. So the short interest has gone from 23.9 up to 24.2. So both increasing, AMC increasing more. So those are the short interest numbers. These are updated daily. In the future, they're going to be working on some intraday stuff, but more so the important numbers are like that daily update before the market opens. I believe it updates at like 7:30. It's definitively updated before the market opens each day. Once again, those are the numbers we're dealing with AMC and GME. One thing that I think could be actually important here. We talk about a lot about how basically, AMC has 450 million shares outstanding, and the free float is closer to 400 million. I don't hear too many people talking about the GME numbers. So GME only has 70 million out there, and I wrote this down. I did this math. The 65%, where is it? So 70 million outstanding shares. The free float are the shares that you and I trade. That's closer to 45 million. So it's pretty much like a little less than a tenth of it. It's like a ninth of it, of like the overall shares that we're dealing with GameStop compared to AMC. Just want to throw that out there. Yesterday, some people had a little bit concerns about the AMC insider selling. Hang on. Insiders, how do I get to it? There's a way to see the insiders. Let me track this down really quick. Hang on. Oh, I know where it is. Right. Hang on. I'll find you. Oh, here it is. New York Stock Exchange / AMC. Another pretty cool aspect of this. You could see the insider buying and selling. So this is the one people were talking about yesterday. The chief marketing officer, Stephen A. He sold 100,000 shares, roughly made $1 million, a little bit more left over. He still has 109,000 shares of AMC. I understand it like, obviously you don't want insider selling. Sometimes it is a bit confusing. It's like, well, do you believe in your company? Do we believe in your company? I just want to point out that this 109,000 is very much on par with what the individual people own. So these top two are investment companies. So the first one, CEO, typically your CEO is always going to carry the most, but below that, 200,000, 181, 173, 149, 111, 108. So this guy basically went from being the number 2 to just in the middle of the pack in terms of like executive board member ownership. He was right below the CEO. He was at 208, and then now he's just in the middle of the pack right here. There are still a fair amount of people below him. And also just in terms of like the volume and stuff, I mean, AMC, it's nothing for AMC to trade 100 million. On the day that he sold, March 23rd, there was 85 million, something like that. It was below 0.1% of the volume. It just doesn't bother me. I think it was just another like headline, like a clickbaity type thing. I don't know. I'm just really not putting that much emphasis on it. I would be a little bit more concerned if there were a lot of people all selling at once, and that's just not the case of what we're seeing. There was one guy, and we don't know anything about his situation. It could have been planned. He could have needed the money. He maybe just wanted to lower his risk, but he still is carrying more than like $1 million, $1.2 million of AMC stock. All right. So that's your update basically on that story with AMC, GME. We went over the short interest for both of them over the past couple of days. Both have slightly been going up, very, very high relative to any stock that is highly shorted, i.e. your stocks like, I don't know, Tesla, something like that. AMC, GME still very, very high. Obviously, we will be talking about them throughout the day. If there's ever any breaking news, feel free to somehow send it to me. We could go over it live on stream. I could give you my like near knee-jerk reactions. And if it's like a very important piece of news, I'll then do my own due diligence on it and then post an update video if I feel like I got something wrong, which I definitely do. And I just want to, I guess, convey the best information I possibly can. Okay, so let's go over some of these other things. HOFV, that was kind of a fun trade from yesterday. I still have that position. Oops. No one look at my password. I have 250 shares at view order details. Right here. So I had 250. I bought at 559. I sold at 578, so that was like a $50 return. Then I bought 250 more at 617. Right now we're trading at 607, so I'm slightly down on it, but I don't know. It hit 7 market right when pre-market started yesterday. I'm excited about this. This is just like a little NFT play. I'm personally not in it for like the long run. I'm just in it for like this momentary excitement. So we'll see how that's going. So that's HOFV, just straight up 250 shares at 616, 617. I'm also in AU. This was a Tiblio call play. I just like the technical breakout. It's not the highest volume one. I just like how it finally got out of this trend line. So this is what I'm watching on it. Those were for when do these expire? Yeah, April 16th. So here they are. Oops, let me scroll down so everyone can see this. Right here, we're rocking the April 16th. We also have KTOS, which is looking pretty good in pre-market actually. So KTOS closed the day out at 27.40. It's already up to 29. So this one, as soon as the market opens, these ones they're break even now. They should be in a decent profit. I have Tesla puts. Tesla sold off a bit. It closed out the day at 611. Where did Tesla close out? 611. Right now it's trading at 603. At one point it did break below 600. If it holds 600, I'm probably going to get out for maybe break even, maybe a small loss. If it breaks below 600, I should be in good shape. I'll be watching that. Those expire April 9th. So not this week, but next week. Oh, don't forget, this week is a shortened trading week. The market is not open on Friday. It's Good Friday. It's a market holiday. It's a 4-day trading week, just so everyone knows that. And those are the main. I still have a GoPro short. How's GoPro looking? GoPro, it's just really not traded, just like barcoding a couple cents back and forth. So I don't know. I'll probably get out of that at some point. Right now I'm roughly break even. So that's what we're going on. Oh, let's talk about the overall market. Overall market, better. Well, this is the futures market. Let's not get into futures today. All right. So this high right here, 398 of the S&P 500 ETF that tracks 500 of the biggest companies in the U.S. hit its all-time high on March 17th. Yesterday, it was pretty close to it. It hit 396. Our all-time high is 398. Overall market, very, very strong. Later, we could talk about why there's such a strong disconnection between our economy and the stock market. Usually they're correlated. Today, recently, really from March of 2020 until now, there's been a big disconnection, and that relates to the Fed and our tax scheme and a bunch of other stuff. But right now, the bulls are in the driver's seat. So let's watch how it reacts to 398 and the psychological level at 400. All right, and that's kind of the layout of how we're going to start. So it's 9:12 right now. Let me go through some of these questions. Hey, Matt, move so I can say good morning to Chair. Pirates? Go ahead and button up the shirt because we all know when GME rocket, you'll be running around the stream shirtless like a super fan. Of course I will. I'm not going to be able to keep it together. GME weekly RSI looking good. Thoughts? Oh, this is a good question. All right, GME. Let's use the daily because most of us are more on this time frame. So right now it's neutral. It's at the RSI on the bottom here stands for relative strength index. It's a very, very common technical indicator, has values of 0 to 100, and all it does is map out bullish momentum against bearish momentum. If you want to know how it's calculated and the specifics, I have a video, like a 3 to 5 minute video, 3 to 5 minutes, something like that, in my catalog. You could just look up Matt Kohrs RSI, and you could get the math behind it. But anyway, it maps out momentum. When it gets very high, that's a lot of bullish momentum. I mean, look at this. When it hit 43, we were coming in at 98. You almost like never ever see really numbers above like 85. That's crazy. But anyway, when it gets very low, that's a lot of bearish momentum. People like it for reversion plays. When it gets high, they look for it to sell off. When it gets low, people look for it to bounce. Remember, it's never ever going to be perfect. But my point is that right now we're super neutral. The bears aren't winning, the bulls aren't winning. If we look at the 30-minute, same thing. Before, when we were testing this 218, 220 area, RSI was pretty high. Since then, we've come off, and the RSI is now like neutral, which means we have room to run in either way. How does that look for AMC? Pretty much the same thing. AMC is flat on the 30-minute, and on the daily, also flat. So this stock, it has the I guess the range right now, the capability to kind of go either way, which could be good or bad. Obviously, we're all here to see these things go sky high. Public service announcement. Everyone hit that like button. Enjoy. Thanks, Death's API. I appreciate that. Oh yeah, I guess it would be awesome if, like, before going into this, we have enough people. If we could just get up to 2.5K likes, I would appreciate that. It just helps with the YouTube algorithm. That's always kind of a nice psychological goal. Is it 2,500 likes? Don't forget to that subscribe button before the stream gets started, because at 9:30, obviously things go a bit haywire. I try to remember it, but most of the time I forget. But I would appreciate it, Space Apes, if you could just help me out a little bit. That type of support, dropping a like, hitting the subscribe button, is really the main support I ask for. All right. Motley Fool is forging shares in sus. That's funny, Jamie. I was blown away. It was in my update video yesterday that Motley Fool like somehow wrote a positive, somewhat positive story about AMC. Maybe I could find that. What time is it? Yeah, we have time. 9:15. Motley Fool. AMC Kong. Wait, this is 7 days ago. It was this guy that wrote it. Right here. Kind of blew my mind. It was basically just talking about how, I even have the important points. The stock plummeted 26% in a week. That saw the country's largest exhibitor hit an important milestone with 99% of its theaters now open. Things should start to look markedly better starting this week because of Godzilla vs. Kong. It hit the US theaters later this week. It was a global juggernaut abroad over the past weekend, drumming up $122 million in box office receipts, including $70.3 million in China, and it very much outpaced Wonder Woman 1984. So, like, obviously one movie is not going to completely turn around a stock, but it's more of just positive sentiment, bullish sentiment, and really, it seems like Motley Fool has been in this, like, whatever cycle of just, like, completely crapping on AMC and GameStop. So like I was very much surprised to see them write anything positive about it. And they even wrote something positive about Chewy, which obviously through Ryan Cohen has connections now to GameStop. So interesting article for sure. Can you go over credit spreads on Tiblio? We'll do that for sure. We'll be talking about Tiblio. Grow a mustache and not shave until GME moons. I was thinking that we maybe as a group, fast forward to November, we could do some sort of like charity drive event with like a no shave November for anyone that wants to participate. I think that could be fun to just see how like ugly I can really get looking. How has your purse store been affected by the Suez Canal? The canal, man, just like all these pirates, it's been tough. Thank you for asking. But yeah, the family's purse business, it hit, but we'll come back stronger than ever. We're really just building up because the supply's going down and the demand's there. Artificially, we're pumping up the demand. So I'm feeling good about it. Love the stream, man. Need snow to pop today. Pirates? How's Snow doing? For those of you who don't know, Snow is kind of similar to Palantir. This is a Warren Buffett-backed like data analytics, data storage company. Fun fact, I'm in this in the mid 300s, so I'm down like $100 per share. I bought it in here. I thought this was some good weakness to buy. But I'm also planning to be in it for multiple years. I do like Snow as a long-term hold, so I don't know, kind of out of sight, out of mind until it starts bouncing back. Morning, fellow ducklings. I've been watching CSCW, bargain price. It may run. Good for a quick scalp. This is another NFT play, right? Yeah. Right now, though, it's looking a bit weak, though, so be careful, Lisa. You do have a bit of support around $1.30. You have more support at $1. That's the main support. So if you're all right with that risk reward, but I mean, NFTs, we saw them run for a couple days there, and now they're not looking the most amazing. TCAT's down at 31. JFin is at 775. Dolphin is at 13. Like they all had like a pretty notable downtrend yesterday. The one that was like really perking up was Hall of Fame, and I don't know. Obviously, whatever announcement people were talking about yesterday didn't really come through the best. Unfortunately, we went from 7 down to 560, and now we're trading at 6. So it still has considerable range, and I will obviously be watching it throughout the day. But the NFT sector right now isn't getting like the most amazing push. Can you talk about a good exit strategy that doesn't hurt the cause? I have AMC and would sell it if it was at 100. Is that bad? I mean, if it goes up to 100, I don't think you're going to be the only person selling it, Jason. A lot of people will be up considerable money at that point. And for you, obviously, we're in this together. But at $100, at GME at 500, 1,000, for those even like going way, way higher, which is possible for sure. At a certain point, you're gonna have a lot of people who are like, "Hey, this is like pretty serious money, and I have bills to pay." So like, you also have to consider your own like financial health, your own like bill situation. I mean, that's going to be quite a bit of money for AMC. I mean, a lot of people are in AMC between $8 and $12. So like, that's a 1,000% return. That's incredible. Hey, Matt, a lot of hype on AMRS. Would love your opinion. Jason, Stewart, you'll know when I exit. I'm definitely not going to be hiding any of my information. You guys know when I get in. You guys know when I get out. I pretty much just show everything to you. AMRS, pretty strong uptrend, but it looks like you could see it's been going up and now it's getting a little bit more volatile. That's a sign it might need to take a breather. I think an interesting opportunity to get in could be around 16, even better opportunity around 1330. I don't know what they do. Basic materials, chemicals, commodity chemical, industrial biotech company. Yeah, so that doesn't tell me too awful much. In terms of its chart, though, huge uptrend. It might just be taking a breather soon. I would watch somewhere between 15-ish, 13-ish, something like that, just like in this region. Maybe solid dip buying if you enjoy it. All right, what is shout out to the Moon Gang Discord? Oh, speaking of that, if you want to be a part of the Moon Gang Discord, there is a link in this description of this video. Tiblio dropped some cool changes on the long call, long put section last night. Yes, I'm very excited to talk about those today. Trade from the long call, long put screener, new screener layout with new data, ATM strike, bullish, bearish. Yeah, very, very excited to go over Tiblio, our options picker service. They just dropped some very impressive. I didn't want to talk about it. I yesterday said they would be coming out with updates throughout the week. I just didn't want to, like, I don't know, let the cat out of the bag or anything. But very excited to go over some of their new stuff. Thank you, V, for posting that. Street Insider GameStop names ex-Amazon Elliot Wilk to growth officer. All right, let's check out this article. Hang on. Hang on. Let's see if we can find this. All right, so this just came out 3 hours ago. GameStop names ex-Amazon exec Elliot Wilk Chief Growth Officer, the CGO. GameStop today announced that it has appointed Elliot Wilk to the role of Chief Growth Officer. Mr. Wilk's start date is April 5th. Brings nearly 2 decades of branding, consumer goods, and e-commerce experience to GameStop. He joins from Amazon, where he spent the past 7 years holding a variety of senior roles across segments such as Amazon, blah, 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 blah. He started at Procter & Gamble. At GameStop, he will oversee growth strategies and marketing with a focus on increasing customer loyalty and growing to reach the Power Up rewards and Game Informer. He will also work with the leaders on initiatives that include expanding the company's use of customer insights and metrics to optimize channel marketing. Also, they got Andrea Wolf, Vice President of Brand Development, and Tom Peterson. So they're hiring. Andrea Wolf is starting the 29th, and so is Tom Peterson. Merchandising, brand development. So there's obviously big shakeups going on at GameStop. We knew it. They hired other people from Google, Amazon, Jenna, I believe Owens was her name, or is her name. GameStop making big pushes to like change the fundamental direction of the company. does get me pretty excited about like the future direction of GameStop. Is Motley Fool a writer? Can anyone write a story? Is there an editor? Flack, I'm really not sure. Didn't happen. Matt, HO announcement didn't happen last night. It was supposed to be today, 8 a.m. maybe. I'm looking. I didn't see anything. That's what I was confused about. A lot of people who were talking about this Hall of Fame thing. Ooh, hang on. The Lord Finn. We have a Keith J. King is a Greg. Let's do some Greg hunting. Keith, I will find you, Gregory. We're Greg hunting before the market opens. Where are you? Dude, Keith J, dude, you suck anymore. I might suck, but you're no longer in this chat. So we just spilled some blood. I'm feeling good. This should a quick little sacrifice to really get the market going today. That's a good sign for us, I believe. Whoa, who is spamming? All right, another one. All right, I guess all the Gregs are. Cannon, well, you're gone. If I just see you blatantly spamming, of course I'm gonna get you as well. So that's two. So just in case the market gods wanted more than one, we now have two heads already rolling. And hang on, let me play the sound for everyone. Let me figure. Where is it? Here it is. Come on, play. That was very quiet. I don't know why. Hang on. All right. So we got that. Feeling good. GameStop right now, 186. AMC, 1037. We'll watch AU and this throughout the day. Hang on, maybe we could do a bit of Tesla. Let's switch down to the 1 minute for market open. We have about 2.5 minutes left. 1 minute. Actually, these can stay 5 on the bottom. All right. Can you give us Smith ab plug power? I don't know what that means. All right, but we're feeling good. I mean, how will the market not shoot up really today? Just like it's almost impossible. We've already sacrificed 2 people. Where are we at? Market's about to open. We're close. Don't forget, we're trying to hit that goal of 2,500 likes before market open. So if 1,000 of you beautiful space apes could help me out, obviously it just helps with the YouTube algorithm. That's the whole point of leaving a comment, subscribing, then you know all my new pieces of content. But between dropping a comment and dropping a like, both of those things just tell the YouTube algorithm, hey, more people should be in here. We're having a good time. And of course we're having a good time. We're always having a good time. I would appreciate it. Hang on, let's get these charts going. I can almost feel it today. The fact that we've sacrificed 2 Gregs, today might be another Tesla profit day. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. We're knocking on wood, but Tesla's shown a bit of weakness. I have 4 Tesla puts. It might be a game-changing day in my Tesla trading career. There we go. You guys are the best. 2,000 likes. You guys are phenomenal. Thank you. Hang on, let me get some coffee before the market opens, team. Where are we? 30 seconds. Refueling, 1/3 of my diet. Hot coffee, cold coffee. I also just want everyone to know that my diet doesn't add up to 100% ever. Sometimes it's Chex Mix. Sometimes it's protein bars. Other times it's just fried chicken. All right, GameStop looking a bit perky this morning. I like it. All right, ding, 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 folks. The casino is open. We're going to the Wizard of Oz. Ooh, I forgot to tell everyone about my dream. I'll do that when it's a little bit more quiet. Crazy dream, though. Here we go. So Tesla's going the wrong way right out of the gate. But GameStop looking okay. AMC 1040, GameStop 186. But we're not even done with the first minute yet. We're just trying to get things situated. Trying to figure out what kind of day we're going to have. If I need to sacrifice a couple more Gregs, I will happily do so. Sometimes I do it just because I like how it makes me feel. All right. I know I'm a little bit behind on these super chats. I'll do it. Actually, I think the charts are good. Maybe I'll hop into those right now. Okay. All right. Let's get back to some of these super chats and any Discord questions. Will you be jumping to ARC X today and in the future? Triple X, yes, I will. Not necessarily today. Kind of similar to just like an IPO thing. I want to see like just how everyone's reacting to it out of the gate. But I do like it. Matt, have AMC calls 10.5, expiration April 1st, 11.11.5 for April 16th, all consistently down 20 to 30%. What's your opinion now looking for financial advice? I mean, DJ, it's just how strong do you feel in AMC? If you're feeling good about it, you could definitely hold it, especially the ones expiring the 16th, just because they have more time. So if you're feeling confident in AMC and like the overall like movement that's going on, hold it because it can make you a serious amount of money. The ones for April 1st, though, that's more of like a lot of randomness involved because you only have today, tomorrow, and Thursday. And the way like theta decay is really going to start hurting you pretty soon. Did you hear about the ghost reduction intrinsic gamma on AMC? AKA Greg, keep up the great work. I like that. The ghost reduction extrinsic gamma. Adam P, I love that. Should there be a fund for new shoes due to the Gregs? Yeah. Whenever I completely, one of these days, when I make a gazillion dollars off of Tesla, I'll buy everyone a new pair of shoes because I know I've been getting Greg blood all over your good ones right now. HOFV announced at 7:52 on Twitter, Yahoo Finance, Barron's, NFL, etc. Sports betting is the debut today. NFT is a longer-term project. Okay, so sports betting. I still like sports betting. I'm all with that. So how is it reacting to the market open? I like sports betting. I like the craze of NFT. It hit 632 pre-market, or not pre-market, the first minute of the market. Coming down right now, 595. So let's watch HOFE a little bit. Tesla gap down, a very strange gap down for Tesla. How's my Tesla position looking? How am I down money on Tesla? This thing is vomiting. Oh, I bought it too far out of the money. Come on. All right. GameStop 185, AMC 1024. Details on your Tesla put. Sure. Sacrifice them like an Indiana Jones in the Temple of Dune. Lee Hayek. So here are the details of my Tesla put. So I have 4 puts that expire April 9th, so not this week, next week. Strike price $500. They cost me $730 each. The position as a whole was $3,000. As of now, I'm down 13%. I'm down $400. I kind of wish I bought the 550s instead. Opinion on some 48 Viacom calls for next week. I think Viacom right now is in a very weird position because like it's so sold off. So you would think that there'd be a strong reversion play. But I mean, this stock has been decimated. I mean, I guess it held yesterday. So I could see the 48s or 50s. I think that's reasonable. You might want to give yourself more than next week, though. just because like you really never know what's going to happen. I mean, that Viacom has been absolutely murdered. Was that the sort I heard chopping ahead? Yes, hustle. CSCW, how's that one doing today? CSCW, AMC 1022, GME 185. CSCW looking strong today. Was there an announcement or something? CSCW, I mean, I'd look for it to come back around, but let's watch it. Anti-sellout, thank you for that super chat. No message attached. I appreciate it. Matt, opinion on the Discovery reversal? I mean, it's going to be pretty much the same with Viacom. Like, they've been pretty much tracking together. GameStop looks like it's trying to fight back right now, pushing 187. Nice consolidation, lower highs, higher lows, trying to make its decision. AMC might be turning back around. Let's look for it to get above basically 1027, 1030. Here's the level 2 on AMC on the right side of your screen. Why can't I add to this? CSCW showing a lot of strength. GameStop pushing 190. Let's see it test. Remember, 185 is good support. I mean, it bounced off of 184. Classic level. We've been talking about that so many, like literally once this stream, I talk about 185 and how important it is. So I like that we're above it. Let's see that test of 200. Looks like it's coming pretty soon. GameStop just broke up to 192. Big wall sellers at, what is this? 193.50. That's where the wall's at right now on GameStop. About, yeah. Yep, exactly there. They just moved it back. The wall's now at 195. Yeah, exactly 195 now. They just pushed it back a little bit. So, big test coming up pretty soon. Front running that psychological level at whatever it is, 200 to 212. Here we go. Let's go. The wall's now gone. Disappeared. They pulled it. Oh, this is kind of cool. All right, I will show you guys that in a second. Here we go. GameStop moving. AMC coming out too. Coming out of the gate. Look at that. This is awesome. Let's see if there's some follow through. The volume's also picking up on GameStop. Look at this. So of course the first minute is typically huge, 500,000. We just had a nice of 200,000. So let's see if this trend continues. We want the volatility and the volume to continue to go higher, higher, and higher. CSCW getting hit. Let's go back to HOFV. I don't know why it does that. I really want this to turn around. All right, where's GameStop struggling? There's now a wall at 196. So the wall keeps like popping up, disappearing. Tells me that it's not a legitimate wall. I mean, obviously they could choose to leave it there, but I'm not seeing like any confidence in it, I guess is the best way to put it. Here we go. Come on, come on, come on. Yep. We were just discussing the story about how GameStop has some new power players on their board. The chief growth officer seemed pretty cool. I think that nice. We're at 200. Let's go. 200, 200. The resistance is from 200 to 212. 212 is a gap region that we saw from early February. Past 212, we're watching 230, past 230, 250, above 250. Obviously, every dollar we go higher, it's more and more exciting. But above 250, GameStop can get wild. AMC can obviously as well, but I'm still looking for AMC to break above 11, which is very much in the cards today. I think AMC can get wild above 1290. HOFE selling off. GameStop is already up 10% today. AMC is back to break even. Woohoo! All right, here we go. We're about, what is this, 60 likes away from 2.5K to get today. Show your support for your fellow Space Apes, for your GameStop, for your AMC shares. Support them all. Drop a like. Let's get more people in here. This is like, look at this volume. We're just going higher and higher. Something weird is going on with GameStop right now. I'm very excited. I actually kind of almost want to get some more exposure to it. I do have quite a bit of GME AMC calls. I kind of want more GME calls. Let's look at the options chain. Wow, these are so expensive. Very, very expensive. Very, very expensive. All right, I'm going to be watching this one. I just want to have that order queued up. We know 200 is resistance. I'm not saying it has to break. Whoa, Tesla. What's going on with Tesla? That just was a big sell. Hang on. Market's being weird today. I want to see GameStop come back up. We know 200 to 212 is resistance. I'm just getting an order queued up if it looks like we're about to break through. I'm not chasing it right at the top of resistance. How's the market looking? Market selling, that's why. Come on, GameStop. Show us what you're made of. Remove widget. Here's the GameStop's level 2. Still a wall. Like, we just know there's a battle at 200. But if it looks like the Bulls are about to win, I myself am going to buy another call. So even with Tesla going down, I think this is a good lesson on choosing the right strike price, something I obviously didn't do with Tesla. So even though it's gone down 3% today, my puts from yesterday are still down 4%. I'm down $120. Obviously, if it trends downward, I'll be fine and I'll be back in profit. But with this, I'm sure a lot of people with puts are like super, super into profit now. I just got that bad entry. All right, but back to the business at hand. Oops, sorry. This was for GME, right? I want to make sure I'm on the right one. Where was that? I'll let you know if I get filled. So I'm trying to get another call on GameStop. Let's see how it plays out. AMC strong, bending back around. Let's look for that breakout. Pretty strong pattern. Market looks weak. Tesla looks weak. Remove widget. Okay, I got filled on GameStop. I have one call, 225 for April 16th. So let's roll the die on that one. I'm still not break even on Tesla. Blows my mind. There's Tesla. Down 4% on it still. Looks like I kind of need it in the 580s to even be break even at this point. But it's all right. We'll make all that money back with GameStop. Here we go. Look at AMC strength. How are my AMC? Okay, GoPro forever blowing my mind. Here are my AMC calls. 1250s for mid-April. So down a considerable amount, but as long as AMC gets moving, I think we'll be good. Katos, how's that looking? Not the best. Not the worst, just kind of a weird in-between day. AU coming back. Okay, so AU, it gapped down, but now people are already buying it back up. That's why we give ourselves enough time when we buy. Where do I see tall going? I mean, tall could go either way. It's already shown a lot of weakness, like a lot of weakness. It could continue going. I don't think tall is a trade. I really don't. It's just, we know, usually I would want to buy it as a reversion play, but there's so many people still betting against it that I just feel like it's just not the trade right now, in my opinion. Libby, thank you for that super chat. Mr. Boulay here. Good morning, my G. Question, why can't I buy options, but I have buying power? I've already done options before. So buying power, that's not the exact number. Sometimes your brokerage doesn't let you use your full buying power because it's just a margin thing. Sometimes, depending on your brokerage, you can only use like what money's yours and not any margin money. And that's usually what your buying power includes. Let's go, let's go. Joseph Patton. Are you being a Greg, dude? Why are you saying bye, GME? When you're, hang on, you sent in super chats talking about GME. Why are you being so pessimistic about it? I'm afraid to ask you. I don't get it. Yeah, he's acting super sus, but before he's been super bullish on GME, so I don't get what he's doing. We'll give him one chance to explain himself, and if it's not up to the community standards, Joseph, we're going to have to give you the old boot. What software am I using? This is Webull. If you sign up, you get this platform for free. You get one free stock for signing up, a second one. If you're in no rush, you could also, hang on, it doesn't matter. This is TradingView. So this is what I usually use for charting. It has fun emojis. And then Webull, I just use it because a lot of other people use it, and I figured I could be helpful to describe kind of what's going on with some of it. GameStop 189, AMC 1040. Meaning buy to the moon, not buy as in bad. Okay, that's a fair. I I like that. Saying hedgies are trying to drive us out. No worry, apes. I'm buying more right this second. That's what I thought. That's why I didn't kick in, because I've seen his name so many times. I thought it was a misinterpretation on my point. I'm happy that I'm really happy I already guillotined 2 Gregs, so I wasn't as bloodthirsty. Joseph, I mean, I've seen a lot of his super chats coming in. He's pretty into GameStop, so I thought it was a misinterpretation. It was. Sometimes we're going to do it. Sometimes it's worthwhile to ask questions like that. Joseph is a space ape with us. It's all good. It's all good. Hey, team. I'm almost break even on Tesla here. Hang on. I need to add another widget below this so you guys can see my positions better. It's like the bottom of my screen, though. I don't like that. But anyway, I think you could see this top. Right there. I'm finally in profit on Tesla. But let's see how it plays out today. GoPro coming down to my target soon. I want to see GoPro at whatever this is, 1080, I guess, and it's at 1094 right now. GoPro selling off. Ooh. This one will be a little bit easier to see everything. KTOS. HOFV. Love for HOFV to finally come back. GameStop 188, AMC 1030 for everyone who's just listening. I'll do my best to continue to call out the numbers. All right, finally, I'm up. Finally, GoPro. Trading in the way of the good guys. All right, let me go back to this. All right. Bought a put last week in the money and I want to sell. Webull is showing me that the $600 powering beater is needed to sell. What am I missing? Alex, yeah, sometimes it's a little bit confusing like that. That means that you're trying to just sell one, not sell the one that you own. Because you can just straight up sell a put, sell a call, and that's like another way to open a position. So it sounds like you're accidentally trying to open a position and not close the one you currently have. Go to the one that you have and there should be like a closed position option. Grease up the guillotine. Matthew, what's going on? Good morning. Thoughts on buying KDP puts? Dividends expected to come tomorrow and RSI looks high on the daily. Think it will need to cool down soon. All right, KDP puts. This is that Keurig Dr. Pepper one, right? Yeah. Weirdest combo of companies. RSI is super high. I think puts are a good play, but I think Tiblio has been saying that there's a lot of calls coming through. Does anyone remember using Tiblio? If it was calls or puts? I don't think it's updated yet. No, it's not. All right, just new things coming in. All right, let me know if you remember what was going on with this Keurig Dr. Pepper company. I think it was calls, and that's why I didn't trade it, because I didn't want to like chase it higher and higher. But I would prefer to play puts on it, but that disconnection is kind of why I didn't trade it. I was confused why so many calls were coming across on the market when I thought it looked like it was time to take a breather. Yeah. Christy Davis, you can reach her on Telegram. Well, Christy, you can reach her in your Greg Grave. The Greg Graveyard. Welcome a new person. Christy, goodbye. Why do we get a GME spike in the morning and it always gets eaten by 10 o'clock? Jaden, that's just what people are doing. That's just like they're, for whatever reason, it comes down to as simple as much as the market can be extremely complex. Sometimes it's as simple as just buying pushes it up, selling pushes it down. People were buying this up, and now they're selling it off. Sometimes it's that simple. Obviously, you have to consider abstracted shares. We all know that. But as of now, no big signs of abstracted shares at this moment. But that's the tough thing about abstracted shares, is like they're hard to locate, they're hard to notice. GameStop 187, AMC 1022. The low of the day on AMC right now is 1017. So let's get a bounce off of that. GameStop is 184. We don't need this GoPro thing anymore. KDP was a call play on Tiblio. I'm in it and getting burned right now. Have till 416. Yeah, KDP is like a little, it's a weird play to me. I don't want to chase it because I feel like going long on it is like hopping onto the bandwagon a bit too late. But I don't want to short it because there's so many people still hopping onto the bandwagon. And because of those like two contradictory reasons, I just think it's a no trade. How do you feel about TME? What's TME doing? I feel like we got burned on TME, and I hate it. But how's it looking? Is it finally about TME might just be having a reasonable reversion play back. I still don't want to trade it because I knew people got calls, then it got like completely obliterated. It went from 32 to 16. I don't know. It doesn't make much sense to me, and if it doesn't make sense, it's just a no trade. Put on Genus. It's a bit chasey, but I think there's a reasonable argument that if Genus breaks below 180, it could be coming down to 150. It looks like double top rejection at $3 right here. Top failure, and now the bears are in control. But I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of doing calls or puts on like penny stocks. TME was part of a forced liquidation. Oh. Well, I don't really know how that'll play out then for the stock. So many ghost shares being extracted. Here to help out my fellow space apes looking at Tencent Music and Discovery. Thank you, Chair. So we just looked into TME. Might be a good dip buy, but I don't know. For me, it might be a little bit of like a revenge trade because I lost like, I don't know, 400 or 700 on it or something when we had those calls for its earnings. Good earnings, and then it just got like crumbled. Discovery, I've been pretty much playing that through like the Viacom. Like they look almost the same. My options were crashing, then my house was destroyed by a tornado on Thursday. This has been quite a week. AFN, that's horrific. I'm so sorry. That's brutal. Man, I hope everything works out. I'm sorry to hear that. Man, sending some good vibes your way. PayPal crypto news, good time to dive in, quack. I mean, PayPal or crypto, I actually have positions in both, so I like them both longer term plays. TME was part of that fire sale, is why it dropped. So, but then why wouldn't it already be bouncing back? Like, if people saw it as like that amazing of an opportunity, why wouldn't we be back at least in this region of the high 20s? Little disconnection that I don't really like. Hylion 416 calls, $11 strike. Thoughts? Hylion. I wouldn't do it just because like there's no sign of it bouncing. It's just getting its teeth kicked in. Usually I'd be all for a reversion play, but as of now, it's not even showing any signs of bouncing. And it pains me to say that. I'm in Hylion. I have an investment in Hylion in like the high 20s. Like I want Hylion to come around, but let's just be a little bit realistic. Like this isn't the best situation. It broke below this low at 11. It's now at 10. Maybe if it comes back up above 11, you could play it up to like 14 or something. But right now, the bear camp's in the driver's seat. Can you look at a retweet I just tagged you on? Yeah, sure. Just so you know, AMC just above 10. It hit a new intraday low at 10.04. Here's the level 2. There's a buying wall at 960 for some weird reason. There's also a different one at 10.01, or I should say at 10. 2 buying walls on AMC should be good for us. GME went from 184 to 202, back to 184. Now it's at 187. Hopefully we're getting this bounce. Hey Matt, any Tiblio picks that have potential? Not yet. Usually I like to wait till like 10:30 because it runs on the current market data. The market just opened, so let's give it a little bit of room to collect the data it needs. Hey Matt, can you please reach out to Trey and tell him to check his Instagram? Fred's Electric. I sent him a link, something for his eye. That helped me a lot. I'm just trying to help the guy. Thanks, man. Yeah, here, let me screenshot that just so I remember to send this to him. Actually, you know what? Before I forget it all, I'll just text it to him right now. Don't want to forget it. Yeah, so I believe Trey didn't even post a video yesterday. He's been just trying to get his eye issue like under control. Flares up on him, so he's not going anywhere. It's no like weird conspiracy theory or anything. He's just trying to make sure his eye is in a good situation. But yeah, I've been talking to him a little bit. He's just trying to he's resting. He's on the mend. He'll be good. All right, so I sent him that, Fred, just so you know. PayPal accepting Bitcoin, huge news. And so is Visa, actually. Like, Bitcoin is continually in a cycle of just seemingly every couple weeks some major positive, awesome news for the company. Real double. Okay, let me check out this notification. Hang on, what one was it? Thanks, Matt. It's from Real Double. But is this what you do? Yeah. Okay, so what is this? What am I looking at? Date March 15th. 1 share of GME. Reward 398. Cost free. What am I looking at? How can this be? Is that the question? I don't really get what's going on here. I'll have to come back to this to figure it out. I don't want to burn too much time, especially now that the market's alive. AMC, GME bouncing a little bit less, pushing 188. AMC bouncing a bit more, 1016. The market, S&P 500, still looking a bit weak in my honest opinion. But let's see. We all know that these things can change on a dime. Tesla hanging out at 594. Apparently, I need it below 590 to be in profit for today. The price says it's 5K. Yeah, I saw that notional value thing, but also looks like it's a awarded stock, so maybe that's just a bit different. But Robinhood itself isn't going to be controlling. Like, Robinhood is a brokerage. Obviously, it can impact the price of the stock by not letting people buy or sell, but it's the marketplace that controls the price. Robinhood is a service, Weeble's a service, TD Ameritrade, eToro, all of them. All they're doing is just showing you the price. They're not the one who controls the price. They're all a brokerage. You're talking about whether like it's an OTC or an exchange, and even if one of those is weird, there's just massive arbitrage opportunities. So if the New York Stock Exchange and NASDAQ have GameStop listed at, say right now, 199, and then Citadel Securities market, their OTC market, let's say that they're trying to sell it at a higher value, like 200, or a lower value at 150 right now, the amount of high frequency traders, they would arbitrage that within nanoseconds, milliseconds. The computer systems are so advanced that if there's like a portion of a penny discrepancy between any exchange or any of these other venues, dark pools or other OTCs, man, these high frequency traders, they don't mess around. Like within nanoseconds, they arbitrage the opportunity. So if anything, my gut instinct is that that's just like really poor UI UX. But like in the end, Robinhood, Webull, they themselves don't control it. They can influence it. This like we saw with GameStop of stopping anyone from buying it. Yeah, that's a way to influence it, but to directly change the price, that's just not how it works. Joseph Brown, why are you spamming that? GME 188. Tesla moving against me, coming back up, unfortunately. 599. Not the biggest range though. Come on, let's get some movement. How's HOFV doing? HOFV. Coming back. All right. Let's go over to this one. A little bit more fun with the emojis today. I'm feeling an emoji day. Especially because I understand the watch list better. All right, we'll put Tesla on the bottom right here. We got the 3 minute. All right, what emojis do we need? GameStop, obviously we need the cat. That's going to help us out. And then for AMC, we need the, let's think. I guess we'll start with the rocket. We'll see how this goes. Where is the rocket? Been such a rocket. Where are you? I know the cat's right here. Where is the rocket? Awkward audio filler, cause I don't see the emoji. Where in the world's the emoji? I can't see it at all. Alright, if you know where the rocket is, can you just comment it? My eyes are not finding it today. Why wouldn't they put it by their other aircrafts? You know, it's like, what kind of sorting is this possibly? Alright, does anyone see where the rocket is? I'm losing my mind. I just want the rocket. Left side. Top left corner. Did they move it? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a recent one. Good call. So I don't actually know where it is. I just use it so often. It's in my recents. Thanks. Thanks. And I appreciate it. All right. And then we're going to have to break out the big ol' magnet on Tesla just to help some of my puts. Duck shirt on, emojis in use. It's going to be a day. It's going to be a day and a half, team. All right, and then we just have HOFV. Let's throw G Pro up on the list. I would love for that to go down to like $10. So we care about G Pro. We'll throw this up here. We care about ATOS. Throw that up there. We care about ATOS. All right, let's care about AU. All right, I think these are some good watches. HOFV. HOFV. Actually trades on the NASDAQ. Surprising. I thought it was on the OTC markets. All right, I think we're good to rock. I guess we have Tilray there just in case we're curious. All right, GameStop 187, AMC 1013. We might need a new emoji, a more impactful emoji. AMC's not looking the best on the intraday. How's TCAT looking? Some people are talking about TCAT. Oh, I could add TCAT to the list too. New York Stock Exchange. 35. I like TCAT way better above 39. 39 is serious resistance for TCAT. All right, there we go. HOFE coming back. Unfortunately, so is Tesla for me. I mean, if you have Tesla calls, I'm sure you're ecstatic right now, but bounce off of... it didn't even tag 590. That's crazy. All right, where are we at? Oops, sorry, I'm behind. What's going on? Any of these Discord questions? QS, yeah, really not doing much. The fractally shares Melvin used. My free GNW came through on Webull this morning. Ironically, it's the only thing on my list that is green. What are your preferred technical indicators to identify gap fills on the chart? Troy, it's really not even a technical indicator. I like to just use the daily chart to see where it gapped down and gapped up, and like I'm just looking for that gap to get filled. So not really an indicator, just like kind of reviewing charts and looking for holes in the chart. TME announced a $1 billion buyback yesterday. Typically, buybacks are pretty bullish because it shows that the company thinks they're more valued than the market is like perceiving them to be. And obviously, they're the people who have like full access to their financials. So a lot of people get pretty excited when there are share buybacks. But I don't know. TME is like a weird duck. Good morning. Still have my GoPro puts 105049. You still have yours. I do, Zach, but I believe I have a different expiration date than you. Oh, no, I don't. Yeah, I should be getting out of these soon. I don't want to swing them into the weekend. I'm feeling good about it because GoPro is still looking weak. It's just more of like a good opportunity. I'd like to come GoPro to get back below $11. He believes April is the month for GME AMC squeeze. If this all happens, he thinks the pattern we can expect is an early morning buy rush, then an immediate sell-off followed by sideways trading for at least a week. He thinks that we can expect proper movement this Thursday. Paul, so I obviously haven't watched that live stream. Warden Elite. All right, I'm going to write that down and maybe I can look into some of it. I mean, there's some good DD out there. There's also some bad DD. So I just want to look into it before I like pass an opinion. Matt, can you check out ORPH? There's a trading halt on it. I think it's going on with it. Look at its chart. ORPH. ORPH. Yeah, that's wild. What is going on with this stock? So it's a foreign company that just has ADS shares. Its volume is already 357,000, usually trades 45,000 shares in a day. Small company, it's a low float, which is why it jumps from 10 all the way up. Something's going on. Don't chase it. Like, look how light the volume is. There's some 5-minute bars that it doesn't trade at all. It must be like an announcement based thing. This, you could make money on it, but it's like it's very, very dangerous. It's just not my kind of play. If you're in it, I wish you the best of luck, but it's just not really a play for me. What is this, Paul? Help Citadel LLC stay in business organized. This is going to be funny. This is the CEO right here, Mr. Noblink from the congressional hearings, Kenneth Griffin, CEO of Citadel Securities, the people who are the market maker for Robinhood. I found it Citadel 19, blah, blah, blah. Someone just wrote like a mock. We need 1 trillion because we accidentally tried to bankrupt a company called GameStop. They only had 14K employees, and yes, we have been out of the job, but we think we're wonderful things as a company. However, since we couldn't be allowed to raise 1 trillion, and since most of you are lazy and poor, we just thought 1 billion GoFundMe for now. That's pretty funny. I wouldn't, obviously. Janet Yellen, Melvin Capital, Vlad, Anonymous. That's hilarious. That's good. That's good. AMC now it just cracked below 10. Let's hope that it can retake it quickly. Hall of Fame is battling it out at 6. Tesla is ruining my dreams. All right. Speaking of dreams, I need to. All right. So I got all those questions. I'll come to the super chats in 1 second. I promise. Hang on. I got all these. Let me run through all your questions, and then I need to tell you about the dream I had. PayPal accepting Bitcoin, huge news. I completely agree. Match. Thank you so much for the daily knowledge and chair entertainment. Could you take a look at ASO and PCG? I have $25 calls. Yeah, let's check these out really quick. All right, so you have, what is it, ASO? I believe that's the Academy Sports, yeah. So we saw this on Tiblio quite a bit for call options. It does look like it's coming back up. I would say that's pretty bullish. $25 calls. I don't know your expiration, but I like this play. You have PCG. You have an 1150 put. Man, I also actually like that. I would try to collect profits on that. On 11 and ASO, I would look for a breakout. But man, Camille, those are 2 solid plays. I'm a fan of both of those. I don't know your expiration on either of those, so maybe just make sure you have like a solid profit target or price target in line that's reasonable for like whatever your expiration is. All right, looks like GME is getting its 3rd bounce off of 185. Very, very important. Tesla's retesting 600. I hope it fails. I know a lot of you are betting against me. If shorters of AMC get margin called, why wouldn't they sell off their positions, not AMC, to tank those to cover? We saw that last Friday. So theoretically, what you're talking about, they could sell off other things, but I'm curious in your proof for like us seeing that last Friday. It could have happened. It couldn't have happened. I don't know. I'm just saying. Just more of like the proof we saw that last Friday. I haven't seen any solid DD showing that. I guess I'm asking, are hedgies washing their hands a day at a time, or is GME on Wall Street Bets just really artistic? I mean, there's still a considerable short position. We know that there's still many, many shares being loaned out. As of this morning, or as of yesterday, there was 12.7 million being loaned out on GameStop, and there was 122 million being load out on AMC. So for every day these stocks aren't going down, even if they're just trading sideways, they're paying a cost to borrow fee. The cost to borrow fee is 3% on AMC, and it's 1% on GME. So it's costing them money every day. So maybe they took the position knowing that they would have this fee and they're prepared to pay it, or I don't know, because every hedge fund is going to be different about how they're handling this situation. Some of these guys might have called their broker up and be like, hey, we're prepared to be in this for an entire year, and they're not even going to be looking at the charts because they just don't care. Other people might be in it and like feeling the pain within a week or two. The way all of us retail traders are handling this situation differently, so are hedge funds. I got a real nice bucket of onions. You in? Can you give Tesla updates when you give AMC and GME calls? Also grab 20 of the new ARC X ETX. What do you think Tesla puts are printing for me? Yeah, Tesla right now just broke below 600. It could be a cup and handle. If it doesn't recapture 600 and break out of 604, I think Tesla could be in trouble. Just on an intraday. Long term, Tesla's definitely going to be fine. It's going to do super well. AMC selling off down to 980. It's down 5% on the day right now. GameStop up 1% at 183. HOFE deciding what it wants to do today. In terms of ARKX, the new space ETF, I like it. I don't own any yet. I do plan on buying it in my retirement account, my own like personal account. But a long-term hold. I won't be like actively trading it. Hi Matt, Subaru is doing well. Nice. I just bought VIAC. Dumping looks to be done. Volume is down and price going up. What do you think? Yeah, I mean, I still think it's a bit of a dangerous play. If I had to play VIAC right now, which I'm not playing it, I would go long on it just for like a reversion play because it's so beaten down. So I think it's an okay play, but I'm just like kind of nervous about it because we saw that like it's very capable of selling off for like many days in a row. After 1 week on Tiblio, all 3 calls going down, straight down, all 10 puts going up, sad face. I mean, sometimes that's the market. It definitely is gambling. And that's another important reminder of why you should give yourself enough time, like at least like 30 days out. At least that's how Tiblio's using their own platform. So thoughts on a VIAC bounce? Joseph, I think it's possible. It just, I also think there's better opportunities, so I'm not going to throw my money at it. Hard pass on Warden Elite's DD. So is it just a video? I've never heard of Warden Elite. I can't say good, bad. I can't say anything. I haven't gone into it myself, and I think we're in this weird phase of like a lot of people just like bandwagoning on the DD that they like and like basically shunning it if they don't like it without doing their own research on that person's DD. So I don't want to pass any judgment. I'm just saying it sounds like it's a 5-hour live stream. Is there like any write-up or something like that? Have a 4.9 VIC $40 put. I'm down $244. Would you cut your losses now? 4.9 put $244. VIAC. All right, let's look at VIAC. There's a lot of interest in it today. To me, it looks like VIAC is bouncing back. But that's just my own opinion. I could be completely 100% utterly wrong. But to me, it sold off. It had a day of consolidation. Volumes, like it has volume exhaustion, and now it's kind of grinding upward. Opinion on MSFT hitting 235 today. Microsoft looks pretty low to me. Looks like it's selling. Thoughts on GLQ? Graph link if you have a moment. Pretty new GLQ. Is that a coin, a crypto coin? GLQ. Let me find GLQ. Yeah. I mean, so it is very new. I like this technical breakout right here. Lower highs, higher lows, it broke out. So that was the nice opportunity to get in, basically. Oh, but this is like a sub. Oh, wait, it's wrapped to Ether. Oh, okay. I thought this was USD. Um, from a charting perspective, it looks okay. You're a little chasey now, but it's also brand new that I don't like to trade things that are like so new. I like to have a bigger, more filled out chart. All right, I think I'm up to date on all the super chats. What's going on? Warden is a mod over in GME forum on Reddit. He usually does charting TA over there. He started doing a live stream every Monday. I think you would like him. All right, yeah. I mean, I'm definitely willing to give anyone a chance. I like Warden's DD because the guy is very skeptical of DDs that give hard dates on anything. Sound familiar? He's skeptical by nature, and his methods look good to me. He's very TA focused. Here's his live chart from today, which is probably the best way to quickly get up to steer with the ideas, methods going through. All right, let's check this out. So I believe this is from Warden Elite. All right, I'm gonna go over this all like maybe in more detail on my own time, just so I can like get my thoughts together. Opening sell-off likely. Opening sell-off, likely a rally. Seems good news regarding new execs coming up. Caused quite a pre-market rally. Lots of swing traders, low-frequency traders looking to dump at the market open. Okay. So it went up a bit more, but what's he calling for here? What is this price level? He's calling for it to have bottomed at 184, 183. Could be solid. Let's see where we're actually at on it. Kind of doing it, like slightly below it. But close enough in my book. Tesla retook 600. It's at 600 like 60 right now. If it fails here, I would look for a sell-off then, especially if you can't hold 590. But right now, it's more of a cup and handle. So if the handle gets filled out, that's obviously a bullish pattern. MSFT, I don't think it'll be hitting 235 today. Maybe, but it would need a complete change of trend and quite a few buyers. S&P 500 bouncing a little bit off of 393. AMC retook 10. We like to see that. Now let's see it get above 1020. Looks like 1020 will be a main pivot of the day. Resistance support. So I'd be happy above 1020. Matt, Tiblio seems to be messed up. Long calls are bearish and long puts are bullish. I'm confused. No, long calls are bullish. Do they just have a typo today with the new update? What? Too much. I don't know what you're talking about. Like right there, long calls are strong bullish activity. Long puts is strong bearish activity. That's right. Um, I don't know what's going on. Now they got rid of the open interest, which I would prefer that they put that back so we can see the magnitude instead of the percentage. Do you guys also want that? I feel like it would be a good add-on to have all this new information, but also the open interest to see like how big it is. So like right here, I can see that a lot of people are betting on AZEK, but I want to know the size. Oh wait. Oh, I see what you're saying of like this is strong bearish, it's a long put, but then all this all the bets are bullish. Interesting. Here, I'll shoot them a text and see what's going on with that. Want to let you know the newest version has a few bugs. All right. AMC $10, GME 186. All right. Maybe it's not a bug. Long hauls. Yeah, we have a lot to explain. Race conditions with market timing. So I guess it's not a bug. Okay, so what they're going to do is they're reverting back until they can explain like the newest things because I guess it's not a bug. It sounds like it's just like I don't know, a new way that they're choosing to present the information. So for now, they're going to revert it back, and then hopefully when they can explain it, and then they'll explain it to everyone. I'll do my best to also convey it on Tiblio. We'll go from there. But Tesla actually looking pretty strong. Unfortunately for me, if you have Tesla calls, it's looking favorable for you. AMC in a bull flag. Remember, these perfect downward channels typically break upward. That's why we call them bull flags. A little counterintuitive. In fact, it might already be breaking upward. Interesting action. Was anything announced in the overall market because it was coming down far? Like this is such a weird. It slowly sold off, went sideways, actually sold off, and then people were like, "Nah, this is exactly the moment we need to buy." Weird stuff. Big question on Tiblio Play here is what Lee said about it. We are showing all of the data from behind the scenes now. As the stock pops on the screener, the sentiment will start to shift. There could be a lot of variables such as huge bearish orders coming in. Breaking news, we will provide the volume column back to provide a full picture. Okay, yeah, so it's just like with the new way it's choosing to display data, like we're all used to interpreting it the previous way. So there might be just like a day or two of growing pains. We'll get back on the page with them. No big deal. They're going to revert it. They'll be explaining it. Obviously, I will be intently listening to whatever their public explanation is, and then I'll do my best to convey it to you if you miss it. All right. Sorry, I know I'm behind on super chats. I'll get through them all right now. 100 April 16 Penn calls. What's Penn trading at? Go back to this one. Starting to think that this magnet's not doing squat on Tesla. Magnet must be taking the day off. Tesla trading at 603. AMC trading just below 10. 997. The GameStop back up to 187. HOFV coming back for everyone in HOFV. It's battling it out at 6. We might get a rip soon. All right, but someone just asked about Penn. I would want it to start to bounce very, very soon because if it doesn't, it could sell off potentially down to 80. So I would want the bounce to start very soon before I got calls. I would want to see a couple green bars swinging back up. And then honestly, I would probably pay the 110s. Can you look up TYME on FinViz and explain what is going on with only 2 owners selling almost daily? Chase and bought high on emotion. TYME. They're not selling daily. 29th, 23rd, 18th, 11th, 8th, 1st. That does seem to be interesting. I don't know why they're selling. And in super small chunks. I don't know why. It seems like it's a little penny stock. Crazy, weird, immoral, illegal things happen in penny stocks all the time. Could just be that. Tesla going up to 606, fortunately. 608. AMC did retake 10. Here's what the level 2 on AMC looks like. Wall at 1010 to 1013. About 20,000 to be sold on AMC there. Thoughts on Argo blockchain, ARBKF? Mark, I'm just not knowledgeable enough about it to like really have a strong opinion. When it comes to crypto, I own Bitcoin, I own Ethereum, I own Dogecoin right now for a swing trade. I guess I should say I'm invested in Bitcoin, I'm invested in Ethereum, I'm swing trading Dogecoin, and I'm kind of waiting for Cardano to hit BlockFi. If it doesn't hit it soon, I'll probably just be getting an account on like Coinbase Pro or Kraken or something like that. Hello, I'm a new trader. E-Trade my GME as a wash sale. My cost went from 162 to 240. Please tell me anything how I can do now. Please tell me anything I can do now in negative. Basically, you're just in the same, like, I don't think there's something special you can necessarily do. We're just all sitting back to see if GME actually squeezes. I don't think you, in terms of the wash sale, it's not like you can undo the wash sale, unfortunately. Good morning, Matt. Can you take a look at CLVS? I'm in, not much, 50 at 788. CLVS. What are you in? You're in 50 at 788. You might finally be getting this bounce. I think you'll be in a good situation to get back to break even if it gets above 680. Went up. You see this all the time in like pharma stuff. It shoots up on one day with huge volume and then it slowly sells off. I hope it perks back up for you, but this pattern is so common in the pharma world. Shoots up and then nothing happens. It just slowly dies off. Reason kind of why I avoid pharma stocks. There are obviously exceptions. I just see the pattern time and time again. Rod S became a member of the Moon Gang. Shout out to Rod. What's going on, man? I appreciate that. Thoughts on ZIXI? ZIXI. Looks bearish. Looks like it's coming back down to 695, maybe 670. Same thing though. What is this? Zix Corp NASDAQ. You might get a nice bounce play off somewhere in the sixes, but like clearly it looks like ever since its high on February 19th, it's just the bears have been controlling it. You're either going to bounce off the 670 or it's going to crack through and continue to sell off. Do I still have a put on TPGY? No, I locked in those profits. For Tiblio, if you have a put and you are bullish, you are wanting it to go down. Bearish means you want it to go down for a put, inverse for calls. Adam, I think that's a bit confusing. Basically, if you're bullish on a stock, you would buy a call. If you're bearish on a stock, you would buy a put. HOFV to 7, hopefully. My pup wants a doggy duckshire to combat Canadian cobra chickens. I love that, Tim Trey. Andrew Jenkins becoming an astronaut. Shout out to Andrew. Welcome aboard. VIAC is still ripping, someone said. Yeah, it's coming back. I mean, it's just so beaten down. This is just like a realistic reversion play. I'm not trading VIC, but if I did 2 weeks out, 3 weeks out, I would play $50 calls is how I would play it. Just a reversion. Like, obviously these stocks there are quote unquote like normal realm, like there's standard deviations in what these stocks move. It moved out like a multi-standard deviation downward. So I think it's statistically realistic for it to bounce back somewhat. I'm not saying to go back up to 100. I just think there's like probably a good chunk of movement in it just for like a healthy reversion check. What are your thoughts on Genius? Way down today. I'm in 200, 247 plus a 150 call for 416. Any advice? Remember, not a financial advisor. These are just all my own opinions. I don't suggest that anyone copy anything I say and or do. Yeah, no, that's pretty bearish though. That's not a good sign. If it closes below 2, I would be worried. Your 150 call for 416. I mean, you never know what the next day is going to bring because, like, obviously Genius can have massive days like it did on January 27th. So, like, it's not out of the realm, but, like, right now, like, something had to happen that it gapped down and then people are continuing to sell it. So, is there, like, any news drivers to this or anything like that? Third rejection at this trend line on GME. It's at 186. AMC trying to hold 10. Looks like it will. Next test comes at 1020. Hi Matt, love your streams, learning a lot from you in the past week. Could I hear your opinion on BIDU? I do. So from a technical perspective, very nice bounce off of 200. It was resistance, it was support, it's a key psychological level. We're bouncing back above it. I think there's a good argument for it to come up at least to 227, maybe even higher, 250, 255. My only, I guess, word to caution about this is like when you're playing anything like Baidu or like Alibaba, there is like political factors you have to consider, as in the fact that like political changes can happen like overnight if they're like fighting behind the scenes or something. So there's like just a little bit more like baked in risk when you're trading these companies that are headquartered in China. Adam, I think you're using the wrong terminology. Matt, it can be confusing, but if you are bullish on a put, then you want the put to go down. If you are bearish, you want it to go. You don't. Bullish always means up for a stock, and bearish. I think you're talking about if you're long on a put. Long means you bought it, and short means you sold it. So I think you're using the wrong terminology. You can't be bullish on a put. I've never heard it like that. You're either long on a put or short on a put. And same with calls. Bullish just means you think the stock will go up. Bearish means you think you'll go down. You wouldn't be bullish on a put going down. That's not common terminology. Just saying thank you. I'm learning a ton here. Dustin, that's awesome. Thoughts on Tiblio play for a $30 put expiring on 5/7? Do you have a stock in mind, Danny? How's the HOFV looking? HOFV coming back to the party. I'm almost break even. Wow, Tesla really moving against me. What are you doing, Tesla? Where was it rejected yesterday? Double rejection, 616, something like that. That's going to be my risk on this play. OPTT, what do you think Biden talks about the bill tomorrow? Not really a political commentator of any sort. I can look at OPTT, but I have no idea what's going to be going on in politics. I mean, That's all up to them. The stock looks like it might be finally bouncing though, but it sounds like it could be really driven by a political speech. So that's the flip of a coin. Thoughts on SEAC? I'm in at 179 and getting nervous. SEAC. I mean, so you were chasing basically, unless you got in it way back when. This team, you're going to sell yourself a lot of money. What is this company? Sea Change International. What do they do? It's engaged in the delivery of multi-screen video. So some sort of like advanced advertising platform. Just this chart pattern of a gap up on huge volume, you don't want to chase it. You really want to avoid gap up chase news. It's okay if you're in it before and you got lucky and then it gaps up, but you don't want to be the person gapping in, chasing the gap up, because stuff like this happens all the time. In terms of the technical nows, it's just an inside day. This candle is perfectly inside the previous day's candle, which, which inside days, not the most common, but it just doesn't really give you info. The bulls aren't winning, the bears aren't winning. It's just like a patience play. Unfortunately. But overall, when you see things like this, I know it's tempting to chase because you think you can make a quick buck, but there's so many times it gaps up and runs, and then the next day just gives all those gains back. ARMK, this was a Tiblio long put yesterday afternoon. The April 16th seemed kind of soon, but that seems to be where the open interest is. Any thoughts? ARMK. Yeah, I guess. So we looked at this one yesterday, and I do like the put play. And you would either risk, I would probably risk $40. Like that would be my price point to risk. But this stock just doesn't move. Like it doesn't have much range. So I kind of don't like it for that because like I just don't know like what the potential return really is. So I think, especially if it breaks down below 37, you could be good. I don't know. I think you could make money off this play. I just personally don't know if it's worth the risk. GME potential breakout, 188. I think I'll be more excited above 191, the start of this downtrend. AMC flat right above $10.07. At least it's holding 10. What are your thoughts on KNDI? KNDI. Hopefully it's finally bouncing. If it breaks below today's low, I would get out. Because like it's clearly the bulls have been, or the bears have been in control, pushing this down, 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 down. I would use today's low as my absolute risk because below that it could just sell off more. But I don't know. I'd probably wait and see if it can get above 6 and like successfully hold it, and then I'd maybe try to ride it back up. But be careful with that. I just read in an article saying AMC should recover and come down to a realistic point at $2 this year. Just thought, Seth, could you send me that article? I would like to read it and laugh with you. There's no way AMC, even without like AMC and GME are trading above their fundamental value right now, but like even at their fundamental value, AMC is worth more than $2. Rebuttal. Bullish is usually in favor of what you want. That's true. That's how it's I guess used in like terminology, just in speaking. Granted, it's mostly associated with bullish calls, but I can be bullish for something like a put. It's an interchangeable term. Yeah, you're right in terms of English vernacular, but within the world of trading, I don't know if I've ever heard of someone saying that before, that they're like they have a bullish put. You could have a bull call spread, which means that you want it to be above the value. But just to say bullish on a put, that is obviously valid English terminology, because bullish, like you could just be bullish on an opportunity, like, oh, I'm bullish on this like job prospect or something like that. But I think that terminology can like lead to a decent amount of confusion in the world of trading. Wait 15 minutes from Bell. Don't chase gap up. Hodl, GME, AMC. It's an easy game. Chris, what's going on, man? Shout out to Chris. You're in here a ton. I appreciate that support. It means a lot to me. Same to you, Adam. Especially Adam. I know you crush it on UPST calls. Are there option strategies you can play to make money when a stock moves sideways? Yes, Matt C. If you think a stock's going to do nothing, like absolutely nothing, you could sell calls and puts, and as long as it doesn't go above your call value or below your put value, you'll collect the premium. Through options, you could actually make money in any market condition. If the stock goes up, down, sideways, in general, it's just really volatile, no volatility at all. Options really do allow you to make money in any form of market condition. I know when selling calls naked, you're on the hook for potentially unlimited money. I know when selling calls naked, you're on the hook for a lot of money. But if I'm selling a naked call to close a purchase call, on the hook. No, so it sounds like your brokerage, Sam I am, is interpreting it as if you want two separate positions. So you have to go to the call that you have and just sell it. You don't want to sell a naked call. There's a good chance, depending on your brokerage, it might not even allow you to sell a naked call. Most of the time, you either have to have the underlying stock, or you'll do what's referred to as a poor man's covered call, when you sell a call at a strike price on a certain date and then you sell a farther out of the money one. That's referred to as a poor man's covered call. So this more sounds like your question is related to like more of like a brokerage issue, like a UI UX problem. Make sure you're specifically selling the one you own. Like go to it and click sell on it. Don't just like sell a call by itself, because that could be a standalone position. Austin. Sorry, no, I'm not in ARKX, but I do want to buy it, Austin. I'm interested in getting a position. And also, I want to give a special shout out to Austin. Amazing artwork. Actually, there's been a lot of amazing artwork going on in the Moon Gang Discord. So to all the artists out there who have been doing cool stuff, shout out. You guys are the best. Can you let me know what you think of IDBA low volume? Well, low volume I usually just avoid because I like want the stock to move. This is its daily chart. Yeah, avoid it. Low volume selling off. I don't think that's a play. Joshua, save your money for a different one. Thoughts on Tiblio $30 put for Neo expiration? Oh wait, Tiblio is betting against Neo now, or like there's a it's picking up put. I mean, Neo's already been beaten down. I don't know how much more it could really get beaten down. So for today, let's the confusion is coming right here at the percentage bullish, neutral, bearish, and on ask. So for now, let's avoid that till we can all better understand it and explain it. Let's just focus on the company and like the strike price, blah blah blah, that stuff. I'm not seeing Neo on the list. Maybe it was there earlier. I'm a little bit confused on that one. Thoughts on Tiblio $30 put for Neo expiration 5/7. Well, we could look at Neo in general, but I'm not seeing it on Tiblio. I wouldn't do it. It looks like Neo's finally bouncing. If anything, I would buy Neo or buy a call, like a $40 call or something like that. Matt, big fan, learning a lot from you. If I want to go bullish on my put options, which technical analysis support lines would I use to short my long position and stay in the money? All right, I think I might need like a diagram to decipher what there. Okay, if I wanted to go bullish on put options, okay, Nathan the creator, that's just confusing, because does that mean you want a bull call spread, as in you're going to sell a put and then buy one later? Or does that just mean you're trying to buy a put and want the stock to go down, like as in long put? The terminology we should all be using is long calls and puts and short calls and puts. Long means buying them, short means selling them. Using that terminology, which is common terminology, will help me assist everyone a little bit better. If I wanted to go, okay, so I think you mean if you wanted to go long on a put option. I believe that's what you're asking. As in, you think the stock's going to go down. Which technical support lines would I use to short my long position and stay in the money? Well, that's going to be different per stock, Nathan. Per stock, it's going to be different. They all have different technical setups, all have different important price levels. It's not the same for every stock. I sold AMC covered call, $12 strike. I expect approximately 40% of the premium from Friday, but long time till expiry. What typically percentage do you feel is good to cash out? Dennis, that's all up to you. Usually when I'm selling credit spreads like that, whether it's a call or put, I just write it till expiration and I look to capture 99 to 100%. But that's all just different people's methodology. Like, you could get into a pattern of just continually collecting 25 or 50%. Like, that's where it just comes in and you put your own like literal unique spin and like how you feel comfortable trading. But I guess to clarify, even though I hold it out to 100, I know there's some people who do it like every other day and they're just looking for 10% wash, rinse, repeat. So all of them are like valid ways to trade. What are your thoughts on Live Nation, LYV? Looks like it might be bouncing back, like huge run up, and then it got a little ahead of itself and it sold off. You just have to use this recent low of 79.80 as your risk point, because if it breaks below that, it could keep obviously coming down. Not. I don't know. It could be. It's just like halfway in between this like shoot up region. It went from 65 to 95. Now it's trading at 80. I'd like it more if it breaks above 85. Like, if you get in it now, that's what you're looking for. Maybe a nice run from straight up to 90 after that. I think the risk reward's in your favor on Live Nation, especially with this, like the world coming back to normal, more people doing concerts and stuff. I think there's some fundamental drivers that will be supporting Live Nation. You should do weekly profit pick videos. We know it isn't financial advice, but I think a lot of us who don't know TA would appreciate maybe get small gains weekly. The Don Maverick, I think that's a great idea. I could definitely start incorporating that. I mean, I think in a little way I do it once in a while. Like yesterday I made, I think, 2 small trades, locked in about 300 off of HOFV, and then I don't know, something else as well. But yeah, I'll be more mindful of that. That's a good suggestion. A put credit spread, yeah, is a bullish play. Like, and that's where we're getting into like just terminology. And I know some of you know a lot about options and some of you are new to the world of trading options. I think that terminology can get confusing, but high level, you can do a credit spread on calls or puts. If you do it on a call, you want it to stay below that strike price, that first strike price. If you do it on a put, you want it to stay above. So for puts, it's inherently like a bull credit spread, a bull put credit spread, you could call it. And then for a bear, for calls, it would be the opposite. It's a bear because you want it to stay below that value, that first strike price that you sold. But that's getting a little bit complex, and I think it's better if I have like the Tiblio examples up when I'm explaining those. Yeah, that why it was confusing for many seeing bullish puts. I think no. So what I'm assuming, and I don't want to get too ahead of myself. So bullish puts, that just means that they sold them. Like there's Yeah, hang on. Before we get into the like clarification of this, like I don't even want to confuse people more than we already are. Let's wait for Tiblio to come out with their official documentation of how they want us to interpret these numbers, and we'll go from there. I don't want to like speak out of turn or make any assumptions that are potentially incorrect. I think there's enough incorrect information getting spread on all forums within this like overall YouTube, Reddit, Twitter community for stock traders, and I'm not looking to add to that. Thoughts on JAGX, JAGX? I think this is like a software thing, right? Aren't these the people that... No, that's JAG. This is health, a healthcare. Looks pretty weak. Looks like it's coming back down to $1.30. Maybe a dumb question. Definitely not. This is all confusing stuff. But say I sell a cover call for a premium of 50 cents. The stock goes down, and now the call I sold is worth 25 cents. If I buy the call back, do I keep that 25-cent difference? I rush AR. Exactly correct. Exactly. Because if you sell it, it's actually going to show negative. So in your example, if you sell a covered call for 50 cents, like when you see it, it's going to actually show negative 50 cents because you collected that premium. And it'll track back upwards towards zero. So as it gets closer and closer from negative 50 cents up to zero, you're slowly collecting that. Share your thoughts on Coinbase going public this April, opening at $3.50 a share. Wait or jump in ASAP. For me, I usually don't chase IPOs. It's just not my style. But Coinbase and Elon Musk's Starlink are the two IPOs I'm going to break my rules on and buy it most likely day of or the day after. And I'm not going to be trading it. It's just an investment. I want to invest on day one and just ride it higher and higher. Once again, that's for Coinbase and that's for Starlink. A crypto play and an internet play. Hey Matt, been here since the beginning, holding AMC and buying the dips. Realistic goal of 12.15 this week based on movement or analysis. For AMC can very realistically hit 12. I mean, it could hit 12 today. 12.15, is it in the cards this week? Yes. Does that mean it's going to hit it? I have no clue. But is it theoretically possible? Just based on the action we've seen previously on AMC, 100%. I need an opinion on Jerk. Is that a real? Free my grandma. I need an opinion on Jerk. I'm bullish. Free my grandma. What are we talking? Either it's a joke that for some reason my brain's not getting, or is that a typo? I own 100 shares of AAPL. Can you show me how to write a call contract on Robinhood and not lose my write a call contract? So if you have 100 shares of AAPL, you just come to Robinhood. So let's say in this scenario, you have 100 shares on this account. You would go to Trade Apple and you would sell. So you picked your date, whatever date you want. Then you go over to sell and you're selling a call. And then you literally just pick the strike price that you think it will be below by that date, that expiration date. So sell, call, pick the right date, and then pick the strike price that you think it's going to be below by that date. Hey, morning match. Just want to say good morning and nice job ironing my guy, Sean. I appreciate that. Didn't mean to cause confusion. My bad. It's the Tiblio Gate conspiracy. Love your stream. I'm here literally every day. Oh, Adam, no harm, no foul. I mean, it's a good because like the terminology in options gets very, very complex, and this confusion is good to address. At least I'll try to address it to the best of my ability. And no confusion, no drama, no hard feelings whatsoever. We're all just trying to like learn, spread proper, good, solid information. And in terms of Tiblio, they're like, I mean, I was just talking with them. They're going to come out with a better explanation of how to properly interpret all of this. Check out KTOS. It's running this morning. I bought 10 April 16, 2750 call at 188 when you did yesterday. KTOS. How's KTOS looking? Nice. KTOS is moving. Yeah, my KTOS is up 36%. Nice. Up $280 on KTOS right now. This was a Tiblio long call from yesterday. Hey Matt, can you weigh in on AAL? I have 24, 26, 41 calls. The option chain is super stacked up at 26. Fun one of the space apes. I'm up 80% since 9 a.m. That's crazy. AAL, how's that looking today, intraday? Oh, that's, yeah, no, ride the momentum. Especially if it breaks above 24, keep riding it. I would expect some resistance at 24, support. So watch 24, past that, 25, 26. So basically all of those pure dollar values, watch for resistance there. But ride that trend, Gherkin. Oh, the market sell-off this morning was due to bond yields. All right, thank you, Zeus, the bond master. Austin Miles, awesome picture. This is phenomenal. Austin, both Austins, both artist Austins. I will. Let's talk this weekend when we have a bit more time. I definitely am interested in buying your art off of you. Okay, yeah, we'll have to look into it. Zeus and Flack. I only like trading the ones with like more volume. Zeus, I was accidentally reading Matt Live instead of Matt Live questions. My bad. I was in the wrong channel. That's on me. Instructions unclear. Just spent all my money on Blockbuster calls. 8,000. If AMC and Jimmy don't work out, I'm going all in on Blockbuster. SCAC announced yesterday contract 30 million contract. That was the reason for spike. It's down 150 now, but Fidelity is showing a delisting warning. Yeah, SCAC, I think it's kind of a dangerous play. Tesla's still moving up. Tesla destroying me. I'm exhausting cash buying right now for GME, but E-Trade is allowing me to buy another 100-ish if I include protective put or sell a call with it. So I've got 800. So I got 800s with 8 puts and 6 cover calls. I feel like I'm limiting my gains. Yeah, so when you have a spread, you're always inherently limiting your gains, but you're also limiting your risk. So like, there's advantages to both ways to doing it. You could do higher risk reward or lower risk reward. All right. Yeah, I enjoyed, and Tiblio, it sounds like they're going to put it back as soon as tomorrow to have the volume back in there for us. All right. Tesla's at my risk point. I hate doing this, but got to be better with it. I will. It's what's my Tesla loss right now is a $900 loss. So I'm just gonna get out before it gets worse. Frustration with Tesla, crazy. Knowing my luck, the fact that I got out, Tesla's just gonna like vomit right now. All right, yeah, I'm out. Unfortunately, a $900 loss on Tesla. It is moving though. How's Tesla looking on its big? I mean, is it just a nice technical bounce off of 600? Like that's pretty reasonable. RSI is low. 600 is a nice technical area. All right. If you're in Tesla calls, I feel bad for you because I'm gonna buy one or two and just see how it plays out. Uh, 7. Oh wait, can result in an account restriction. Hang on. I'm running into my own potential leverage issues. April 1st. Hang on. I'm trying to not do something dumb right now. Okay, different idea. Buy 3 of these. Okay. I almost had my own little margin problem, but I think we're good. But nope, it just broke above my risk. I was watching 615. I got out at 616. Took a $900 hit. It sucks. Sometimes it happens. I thought when we were trading at 590, that was, and it's all from this right here. Tesla semi Elon clarifies comment about battery cell supply affecting volume production. So that's what pushed it down, and then he, I guess, like retracted. Demand is no problem, but near-term cell supply makes it hard to scale semi. This limitation will be less onerous next year. So that clarification is starting to push Tesla higher. The semi sales. All right, so we definitely don't want that magnet anymore. GameStop update 185. HOFE 585, kind of a triple rejection going on, quadruple rejection really at $6. Just couldn't fill it. Couldn't fill all that supply. Hang on, I'm far behind on these. Okay, can you touch on the bid-ask price for options, please? Get a warning that they are too wide almost every time I try to close one. Yeah, so that just means that there's a big discrepancy between the highest seller and the lowest buyer. The lowest seller and the highest buyer. So I might be willing to sell you GameStop for 180, but you maybe someone else, the highest buyer might come in at 170, so that would be a $10 discrepancy. The same thing happens in the options market. There could be a very, very big spread between someone who's willing to buy and someone who's willing to sell. Big spreads are like tough to trade. Hey Matt, we see you in here a lot. Thanks for the support. How's Fubo looking? Fubo looking. Sports, TV, telecasting. Pretty sick, honestly, but it looks like it might finally be bouncing. I would just risk $20 this daily low, 2038. Ride that back up to at least 26 maybe. The Bears have been in control, but this RSI has to be so incredibly overextended. I think a reversion play is pretty realistic. AMC battling it out at $10 again, GME 186. You've got 1K to invest for a stock that comes to mind. Probably one of the ARK ETFs. Tiblio charts a typo at the moment. No typo. 12 calls, AMC for 90% down. Equity left. Would you hold to hope? Yeah, when I'm down that big, kick killer, you're just throwing a Hail Mary at that point. I don't really try to recoup those last little things by selling at that point. You just throw a Hail Mary play and hope that it explodes in your favor quickly. Have you seen Mara? No. What's Bitcoin? Oh, well, Bitcoin's pushing 60K again, so it makes sense that Riot and Mara would be having a good day. Mara looking strong. How's Riot looking? Not as strong. Mara's looking really good. Relative to those two, SOS looks the worst. That's why I don't trade it. It's weird to me that SOS always seems to lag behind the successful moves of Riot and Mara. Just to clarify, though, I don't have a position on any of those three right now. I sold Mara at open, so anyone making money today, you're welcome. Tesla Matt, jump out. Yes, Dre, thank you. And I got out. I got out at my risk level. Took a $900 haircut on that one. How do you feel about HEPA for long term? HEPA. Long term, I don't really have any opinions on pharmaceutical companies long term. I just don't know enough about it. Total newbie. I have 1K shares of SenseTech at 150. When do I sell, or is that a long-term play? Joshua, that's all up to you. You can make it a long-term play if you think the company has a lot of long-term potential. If you're happy with a 10% gain, you could set it at 10%, 5%, 50%. That's all up to you and what your goal is with the trade. We all have different goals. CCIV long play, is it me, or does the long options look expensive? Shares, calls, or pirates? What would Match do? L Randall, I would, if I had to play CCIV right now, and I do, to be fair, I do have some CCIV, just so everyone knows. I just look at it as a long-term play. I'm not trying to put a timetable on it. I don't know when it's coming back, so I'm just invested in CCIV for the long haul. I'm talking multiple years. Matt, seriously, why do you play Tesla options? Well, usually Tesla, a good way to reasoning of why, you can make a lot of money. It's just avoiding these choppy areas. So right here, I made tens and tens of thousands of dollars on Tesla calls. In here, I lost a little bit, and then I realized it was flat, so I didn't trade it. And then when it broke below 780, I was playing Tesla puts all the way down, making money on it. There's amazing money to be made on Tesla when it's in a nice trend. When it's just chopping sideways, you don't know what's going on. The issue is you don't know when the chop's going to end. So here I was like, oh, okay, like the chop's over, the bears are in control, but it might just be a quick bounce up. Usually when Tesla trends, it trends for a while. So you can make quite a bit of money just like continually betting on that trend. Right here, I got whipsawed, and I think my Tesla trades seem a lot worse than they actually are, just because like a lot of my viewership was like right in here. But right before this, I was hammering Tesla on the way down. I got chopped in here, and then I thought this was going to be a breakdown, but now it looks like it might be bouncing off of 600. But overall, I like Tesla options because they have nice volatility. You can make a ton of money. You just got to like catch the proper trend. That's a good question though, Josh. KDP thoughts. Currently, Tiblio bought $35 call expiring April 16th. Got on Friday. Already not looking hot. I have an exit strategy, but wanted to know your thoughts. Thank you so much. My opinion on this Keurig Dr. Pepper company is that I think we're just like late to it. I think we kind of missed the trade. I mean, I think the good entry was back here right when it broke above 32, and now it just seems a bit chasey. If anything, I know there's a lot of calls being bought on it, but honestly, if it breaks below this trend line, I would want to buy puts. So because of that mismatch, to me, it looks a bit bearish. It looks just like a little overextended. Right here, the RSI is showing like it's overextended. I think it just needs to take a breather pretty soon. And then because there's so much call option activity going on, because of that mismatch, it's just a no trade to me. That's how I view it. Bar chart has free options information like Tiblio, unusual put activity for GOEV for 820 for that $5 strike price. Thank you for sharing that, Michael. Shout out. Thoughts on Mara jump today? It's Mara's jumping because Bitcoin is like trying to test 60K again. I'm a trucker and I'd love to drive a Tesla truck. Bruce confirmed being interviewed for Netflix 3-part documentary on GameStop. Is it chair going to be asked? Seriously? Can anyone else confirm that? Uncle Bruce is getting interviewed for Netflix? For GameStop? I mean, did they like barely do their research on the main people who get the main views for GameStop? That's crazy. Eric, I have a feeling you're telling me the truth, but I very much hope you're joking. How much higher do I see KTOS going? Good question. KTOS having a very, very nice day. Wait, what? Uncle Bruce and Andrew? That's a joke. All right, that doesn't make sense to me. Whatever. This is the first time hearing it. Already did his interview. That's crazy. Hmm. I wonder. Now I'm just curious, like what their, I guess, credentials were. Bruce, bro, all Bruce. Look at that. They don't do analysis. I mean, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't say either of them double cross me. I'm just like more so curious about like how even Netflix like decided this. It's in no way a double cross though. Hmm. They felt sorry for them. EMPH, hang on. They felt sorry. All right. Anyway, my goals for KTOS is pretty much maybe 30, 31, 30, 31. That's kind of what I'm watching. I think it's still pretty strong. I mean, my KTOS, what is that position? Why does it scroll like this? Looks like right now I'm up about 26% on it. So, and I have 4, so I might like peel 2 off to lock in some, but I don't know. To me, KTOS is still looking pretty good. Where do you see the technicals? I'm looking for so KTOS. My technicals where I'm gonna definitely lock in some profits is 30 and 31. What's a good price to buy Ethereum? Hunter, for me, the way I've been doing it is just every couple weeks, every couple months, I am buying more. I'm not really planning it. I'm just like cost averaging over the long term, just getting more. Can't figure out how to send a link, but it's a Bazinga article, and the headlines is if you put 1K into AMC a year ago. Okay, Seth, I'll look that up. Thank you. Are you in BLOZF? Remember you mentioned a long time ago. No, I wouldn't trade one like that. BLOZF is on the OTC market with the 5 letters. Okay, Tiblio back to normal. The documentarians will pick whoever they want. Oh, that kind of makes sense. This is crazy. This Tesla call that you have, gosh dongles, up 11,000%. How would you do that? What? That hypothetically, say you bought a Tesla as your first ever trade, but only bought 1 share and forgot about it. Came back to find it, it split, and now you have 5 shares. Would you sell them, place an option call, and risk it? Or, I mean, no, just ride your overall trend. That's amazing. That's incredible. Good news, I sent an email to Ortex and already within 15 minutes got a Moon Gang discount. That's awesome. Quick reminder for everyone, if you want this data right here, all this Ortex, if you sign up for the yearly program, you could email them, their support at ortex.com. Just title it Moon Gang discount and you'll get a 10% discount. So if you're buying it, you might as well get the discount. All right, where else are we at? All right, Tesla somehow amazingly still going higher, even though it's almost like Tesla doesn't know I bought calls yet. It's like, hang on. All right, Tesla, hopefully that keeps moving. Just a chair. All right, back to some of these super chats. SEC sues crypto startup LBRY over unregistered securities. That sounds very bad for LBRY. Uncle Bruce knows important rich people. Do you? Absolutely not. I just all of my contacts are within the duck industry. Are you still in my? I'm still in my GoPro puts. What's GoPro? Oh, GoPro's going back up 1123. No, Eric. I was just looking for the. I told you, I totally believe you for the amount you're in here. I just didn't know if you're messing around with me. But Eric, for the amount you're in here, I totally trust you. Matt Kohrs, Duck King of the stock market. What's going on, Colt? What happened to ORPH? Why did it get halted twice? Is it worth jumping into? Definitely don't jump into it. That it's just chasing. Yeah, I wouldn't hump into it. Haven't thrown money at you in a couple days. And Fang, Jessica Martin, what's going on? So Mara's still very strong. What's Fang doing? Just a little consolidating. It might be showing some signs of popping back around. Look for it to get above roughly 77. Might be pretty cool. Thoughts on $25 AA calls for April 9th? I mean, American Airlines, even though I don't like it as a long-term play, it's looking good right now. What it could get rejected at 24, so watch that. Your risk is, or your that resistance is pretty close, but above that, I would feel pretty good about it going to 25, 26. Snuggle. You're talking about April 9th. I would say give yourself a whole nother week. Give yourself more time. What else is going? Hey, in chat. All right, you're still talking about all these YouTubers. Let's just cut it with the drama team. There's no people. Let them run their channels however they want. My goal is to care about this channel and run it to the best that I possibly can. Let's just keep our eyes on the prize, Space Apes. Let's not. There's just no point in talking about other YouTubers. That was just news to me. I didn't even know. I know that, what was it? Hulu did a GameStop documentary. I didn't know that other ones did. Who is this? CEO Kenneth Griffin. Oh, that's funny. Some of these names are hilarious. BAC 39.5 April 1st. Probably not gonna like that because that's this Thursday. So like, are you trying to? I guess if you're trying to day trade it, go for it. But April 9th. Ooh. Where was it? 39.5. I mean, it definitely could work. Definitely could work out for you. Wow. Harry, I mean, it could work for you to talk about Bank of America 39.5. It's looking bullish, but it's just like if you're playing it for this week, it is also a bit risky. But that chart is a bullish looking one. GME has had a lot of cool-offs lately, low volume windows. Is that indicative of anything in your opinion? Usually it's just like low volatility is then followed by high volatility. Consolidation, expansion, consolidation, expansion. That's typically how these things play out. CIDM, good swing NFT play. Right now, I think the one that I'm involved in, I mean, I don't know if for swing play, I don't know if any of them are like legitimate long-term holds at this moment in time. I want to see how the whole sector plays out. I have a little bit of TCAT, a little bit of HOFV, more for fun though. What's up with the stock market? Are we starting to bear market or just calm before more bullish activity? I mean, the S&P 500 is still sky high. Like we're nowhere close to really a bear market. I mean, we're a couple percentage points away from the all-time high. We're at 394.5 right now. The all-time high is 398. We're not even close to bear market. We just love you, Matt. You deserve the spot. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they email me. And if they don't, it's just clearly they have no idea how to capture such a powerful duck shirt. I'm doing calls on Uncle Bruce mentioning his red bubble coffee mugs at 5+ during his interview. Velvet, I don't know what that means, but I guess he's on red bubble coffee mugs. GME, MA 2050, and 200 are set up nicely for a run. Go, go, go. Let's go. I mean, yeah, GME's perking. I'm looking forward to break the start of this wedge right here from early this morning at 191. GameStop's trading at 189. I watched the other YouTube people, but only paid subbed to one, and that was the best one in my opinion. That was the duck, man. I appreciate that. Kings of SM. Thoughts on EVFM? I've been buying shares and $3 call dates May and June. EVFM. EVFM. I don't know. EVFM's looking pretty weak to me. I don't know if I really like that the most, Taylor. Buying shares, $3 calls, May and June. I mean, but that's a ton of time. It definitely could, but I don't know. I'm not seeing anyone stepping in to really buy yet. Hey, Matt, any good Tiblio plays to make some quick cheese? Got about 1,000 I can throw into the duck market. Yeah, okay, let's check out Tiblio. I'm getting messages that they like kind of reloaded. Whoa, Tesla's really moving. I don't know if you guys can see this. We're up. So that loss from this morning, I've now recouped it. Can you guys see this? I don't know. But I'm up 1,200. I'm up 27%. So the trade before was a $900 loss. So this like is kind of making it back. The Tesla train is running. Hey Matt, I'm still holding some 15 TPGY puts for 416. It's been back and forth. Do you think there's a chance it'll hit for 15 or sell when it dips to 1630? I mean, anything can. Like we're kind of getting close to it now. I kind of lost track of it. Ooh, I don't know. That's a lot of strength. If you're in profit, you might want to just take your money and move on to the next play. That's I don't know. That's some strength right now. Yeah, it's showing signs that it might be starting to like kind of curl back around. I don't know. On a moment of weakness, you might want to get out. At least that's kind of my thoughts on it. Where are we at? Okay, yeah, let's do the update on Tiblio. Tiblio. Okay, so these are, let's start with the long calls. It looks like they just went back to their old version till they get some of the VIPs. Wasn't in love with that last time. Just didn't really like it. It looks like Wheaton Precious Metals, WPM, is a big bet. Is there another big bet? PARR, Par Pacific. These are all long calls, as in big bullish bets. Big bullish bets. BHP. All right, let's just go down. BHP 63,000. That's a lot. That's enough to check out. BHP. Kind of like it actually. What is this company? Non-energy. It's another metal play, and I feel like I already have a metal play with AU. How's that doing? AU getting rejected still. BHP. So a lot of people betting on this. I kind of like it. I mean, your risk is pretty obvious here at 66. Like, you're just betting on this coming back up. The next one, WPM. WPM. A bounce off of both of these are kind of interesting. Another metal play, interesting. So two big bets in the metal mining world. What's another one? Katos, again, that makes me feel better about it. I like that. The continued betting. Par Pacific, PARR. Oil refining. So I think this is a nice potential reversion play. Region of support, RSI is low. This is a nice technical play. Make sure you give yourself like a month, maybe a little bit more. Maybe play like the 15s. Really, you could play the 14s, but that's a nice reversion play. So all those ones that we just went over are long calls, as in bullish bets. ARMK. Is the big bearish bet, which I think we looked at yesterday, right? ARMK. Oh, wait. So this is a bearish bet. I thought people were going kind of bullish on it. They're betting on a continuation of this, which in a certain way I like, because you could risk 39.40. The overall thing is it just doesn't have amazing range. I think that's the issue with ARMK. Let's go back to SPY. IMF sees brighter outlook for global economy. Well, that's nice. GameStop still strong. We're looking for that breakout above 190 here. What Tesla calls are you in? I am in the April 1st 625s. So I'm actually now in the money. Hey Matt, what are your thoughts on DISCA? You think it'll recover to 50-60? Danny, definitely could. It looks like Viacom and DISCA are both kind of bouncing back. Why is Tesla going up so fast? Should I buy? I mean, that's all up to you, Ray. It's bouncing. I mean, I got calls, but that's also my own opinion. GameStop, let's go. I want it above right here, 191. Let's test 200 again. Early today, hit 202. BHP is an oil producer. So, yeah, I mean, oil's been on a run, and I guess people are just like betting on, like, it took a bit of a breather, so they must be betting on like a new continuation. Why is SNDL? The Don, not sure. I guess people just selling it. Where are we at? All right, hang on one second. Excuse me. All right, SPY is actually looking good. Looks like this might be moving, so anyone in SPY calls, you should probably be happy right about now. GameStop still pushing that 190 area, 189 right now. AMC holding right above 10. Tesla is 629, has hit 633. Let's see how this goes. All right, some of these. Matt, yesterday I mentioned Pfizer. The sell order seemed extreme. Who bets against vaccine, especially Pfizer? 50K, 20K, every cent just seems off. I mean, the like vaccine news was already baked in quite a while ago, Nicholas. Yeah, that's definitely from a bit ago. Like I feel like that in terms of it's like the positive stock movement because of the vaccine, that's kind of come and gone. Would you be able to give Canoe GOEV a look? Big dip today, bought in at 875 GOEV. Just be careful. Something had to cause it to gap down. I mean, that's a new all-time low. Just be careful because I don't know if it continues to sell. I don't know where it could possibly catch itself. So I would be a little cautious with that trade. What made you do Tesla calls so early on the first? My plan is to get out today or tomorrow. I don't plan on like swinging it for that long. That's why. Just because like I am gonna get in, get out. Better long meta plays are AA, PYPL, talking crypto. I think the PayPal crypto news is like official. If I'm getting the info right. Matt, SOS has 63 million already. Well, that's because it's a super cheap stock. The cheaper a stock, the more volume it's going to have if people care about it. It's easier to buy 100 shares of SOS than it is AMC, than it is GME. There we go. GameStop. Look at that. We're cooking. Did you buy a call for AU? I did. How's AU doing? Hopefully it's coming back. Explain SOS. What do you mean, Alvin's World? What do you mean, explain it? I'm a bigger fan of Riot and Mara relative to SOS. KTOS looking good. I like that. I like that. AU. Need AU to kind of come back. Who's buying GoPro? There we go. GameStop. Nice, nice, nice. Next stop, hopefully 200. Let's see what it does there. VTSI popping, someone just said. Can you check or text for AMC? What, Mr. Hofflick, of course, but like what numbers do you need from it? Cosmic. That's hilarious. Can you check the CHPT or text data for me? Interested in utilization and short interest. CHPT, of course. CHPT. Charge point. The short interest is, hang on. So the short interest isn't coming across. Utilization is at 99% though. And on loan, I would assume it's free flow on loan. The short interest is probably within a couple percentage points of 9%. Just so you know, Zoo. So around 9% on CHPT, and the utilization is very, very high. Very high. GOEV, not the biggest fan. Can you look at CNNE for me? They had amazing earnings that seem to exceed expectations pretty continuously. CNNE. I mean, it's just kind of not going anywhere, Annie, for whatever reason. One hairy astronaut, yeah, X Steel. I guess Steel is kind of in demand right now, so X is doing well. Oh, the GOEV deal fell through. So, okay, that's why GOEV. Yeah, I wouldn't be chasing GOEV at this point. It's not good when a deal, like, I mean, we saw the same thing with Workhorse. When a big expected deal that like we all think's going to go through doesn't, the stock kind of gets hit. HGEM pets for next week. Rona stocks are volatile. HGEN. I mean, it could. Just kind of like, I'm not really too attracted to playing gap up plays. There was if I had to do it, I would get puts. It's just not my favorite type of play. But I would assume this is eventually going to come back down. But I don't know if 1 week gives you enough time. 6 words from Pfizer CEO that means trouble for Moderna and BioNTech. Interesting. All right, Nicholas, I'll check this out. What is this website? What are the 6 words? We have our own expertise developed. All right, I'll have to look into that a bit later. But I mean, I don't know. The stocks seem like still pretty, like, somewhat strong. Bought my first option after a lot of research. DKNG, $65 strike, April 9th. Thoughts? DKNG. I'm inherently a fan of DKNG. April 9th. I don't think you gave yourself enough time. I would roll that out at least a week. But overall, I like the sentiment. I do think DraftKings will bounce. I just think you should give yourself more time. AMC been coasting at $10 all day. 5, 5. Tesla 626 draft. Here, let's go back to buy there. So this served as resistance again, 191 on GameStop. So hopefully the bulls just come back and retest it. What are we looking at here? Hang on, someone's saying I missed their chat. Did I miss any chats? I thought it was on top of all of them. Hang on, let me see if I can find it. Thought I had them all. Oh. We're looking. I'm holding a Credit Suisse $11 put, 416 Credit Suisse $11 call, 521. I don't know how's Credit Suisse reacting to that, the news now. So you have an $11 put for 416, $12 call for 521. So I don't know how I feel about that put, but I really like the call. The put, like, I think you're just kind of in the short term, like fending off any like continued downward pressure. I don't know. Jason, I think that's a pretty smart play. A short term put and a long term call. I kind of like that. It's creative. I think that should be good for you. Could you speak on why it's better to buy calls on a dip and buy puts when the stock goes back up? Because you're paying less money. So like you want to buy it on a moment of weakness, like say the call, and then if you're right and it goes back up, you paid less for it, so you'll make more money, a bigger percentage gain, a bigger profit. Trader Mike. Appreciate it. I jumped on it. Love you, bro. Nicholas, I mean, even without the shot and everything, like Pfizer's still like a very dominant pharmaceutical company. So if you're in on it, like I don't think it could go that awry for you. Can you check Neo? I have a call expiring 5/7 at 37. 5/7. So that's quite a ways out. Wait, 5/7 at 37? Oh, I like that. Tons of time. Basically, you're hoping that this like sell off like finally stops. You're giving yourself a ton of time. You bought it at the money. I think that's a solid play. We use it as an emoji. I mean, Cosmic, you could send it to me on Twitter, and I could like upload it. I think I need it in more of like a 1-to-1 aspect ratio though. But we could use a guillotine. All right. Where are we at? All right, let me see what else is going on. Tiblio. Okay. Yeah, I just got a confirmation that the Tiblio thing is reverted back to normal, but I think we all saw that already. Cool. GME 188, AMC 1003. Tesla looks like it might be bouncing a little bit, 626. The high of the day is 633.50. BlockFi, the crypto I use now, has instant ACH now available. All right, cool. Nothing else too crazy I'm seeing in the news at the moment. Let's hope that AMC can hold 10. Right at 10 right now. Wall of buyers kind of between 10 and 975, like every 5 cents it seems. GME. Where are we doing this? GME 188. AMC 10. Where are we at? $55 call options on Snap expiring April 30th. How is it looking? Let's look at Snap. It was doing pretty well for a bit there. Oh, 55 call April 30th. I kind of like that. That's a nice bounce play. Like, obviously, you're just hoping that it holds right now. You're wanting this bounce off of 48. Resistance, support. So as long as this holds, I think that's a really good play. I mean, I could even see this going up to like 57. Maybe if you get lucky, up to 61. I think that's a good play, Zeb. GME 160. 4-1 up 86%, hold until expire, not financial advice. So Matt, you sold a put for 4-1. You're up wait, 164.1, hold until expire. Oh no, you could have bought a call. 86%. Man, with every day it's gonna become less and less valuable, and we're so close. If I were you, I'd be really tempted to take my profits now. What do you think about playing a 430 put on CAG strike 37.50? It's a Tiblo earnings play, but it looks like it's ready to pull back. I mean, you never know what's going to happen at earnings. That's a tough play because like you just don't know what they're going to announce. You don't know how the market's going to react to it. If you're playing it because of earnings, to me, it's just like flipping a coin. So I mean, I could look at the chart, but like fundamental drivers like that don't really like acknowledge technicals. So I don't know. I would CAG. Ugh, I don't know. I just probably wouldn't play it because of its earnings, I guess is what I would do. Ba, 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 ba. What's up, Matt? What's up, Rick? Why didn't you close your Tesla calls waiting for the inevitable to happen? Why would I close them? This is still bullish. I I personally see no reason. I think there's a big misconception that as soon as you're in a trade, it has to, like, every single little bar has to be in your favor. That's just not realistic stock market trading. Right now, the bulls are still in control, so why would I get out? Now you think we're gonna have a 10:01 type day? It feels like that thus far with AMC. I mean, ever since 10:30 this morning, AMC has been flat, and honestly, so is GME. Are you still in KTOS? Yes, I am. How's that chart looking? It's looking good. KTOS. Yeah, I'm still in KTOS. I'm up $352, 48%. I still have my four $21 strikes. No, 27.5 strikes for April 16th. Do you lower the time and sales tab? No one wants to see that. No, some people do. That's where you can see massive orders coming through at their, like, timestamps, and you can see where the volume's at. This is actually a very important piece of information. You can see the main price level that people are trading at on the day, like where most of the volume's at. This is very important. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean that other people don't like it. Um, GME 188, AMC 10. It feels like AMC might just be tagged to 10 all day today, unfortunately. But it can, like, wake up at any instant. Let's squeeze Neo's subreddit, Neo_stock. Aaron Reed. I mean, I don't even know if Neo has a high short interest. Nope, didn't want that. I don't think Neo is squeezable. The utilization rate is 12% and the short interest is 5%. Um, I don't want to ruin your party there, Aaron, but let's squeeze Neo. I don't know who you would be squeezing. There's not that many people betting against it. Emailed. Okay, Cosmic. Yeah, I'll check that out. Thanks. This seems like there's a big run up and your contract expires tomorrow is why. It doesn't expire tomorrow. It expires, I believe, Thursday. Hoser Mage, I seen it doesn't expire tomorrow. The bulls are still in control on Tesla. I see no reason to get out at this moment in time. All right, Roaring Kitty YouTube video. It's about GME. That's pretty cool. GME and AMC needed defibrillator. I agree. They're just flatlining. Okay, so the tweet is from Home Alone. Yeah, that's a good call out. I appreciate that. You're forgetting about abstracted ghost shares. Can't forget about the abstracted ghost shares. Can you check Ortex? Yeah, Mr. Hofflick. Yeah, what info do you need? The short interest, or what are you after on AMC? More than happy to check Ortex for you. Let me know. Let me know. SPY 394. GameStop double rejection at 191 down to 188. AMC $10. Dimitri, I'm not ignoring you. I don't. Did you say? Did I miss a chat? Hey Matt, been here all year. Love everything. Thank you. Can you please check HCMC and HOFV cost to borrow? Yes, 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 yes. HCMC. Might not even have the info on this because it's just a OTC. Yeah, HCMC. I don't know what's going on with that one, but it's a OTC market, so I kind of just don't like it for that. HOFV should be a different story on this one. The utilization rate is sky high, and the cost to borrow is around 21%, which is pretty considerable on HOFV. Short interest on AMC, yeah. The AMC short interest we have that is 19%. GameStop short interest is 24%. Both are slightly trending upward. What do I think about Churchill Capital long term? I like Lucid Motors. I think it's a long term winner. Is time and sales something you watch? No. Some time and sales is something you watch like live, like in the moment, like right there. These trades are coming across the ticker tape. Very much like a live in the moment thing for time and sales. It's nice to see because like when you have certain walls and everything, like for example, there's a buying wall right now at Tesla at 625, and then you can see if any big massive orders are coming across, like to get that filled or not. Just kind of gives you like in the moment info, and that wall just disappeared. All right, GameStop coming back a little bit. All right, where are we with this? Cool. What else did I need? Right, where are we at? Cool. Jimmy 188. AMC still 10. Tesla 623. Thank you. HCMC is in a major patent infringement lawsuit with PM. The short volume ratio has been out there, but the cost to borrow is MIA. I'm assuming it's probably pretty high then, because I'm assuming it's like hard to like locate. So that usually relates to a high cost to borrow. All right, how's it all looking? Kind of flat. Kind of flat, but it's also midday, lunchtime, makes sense. What else do we have going? I'm up to date on all the questions and chats. Matt is definitely Huey from DuckTales. Hang on, where did I miss this? Gotcha. 37 borrow rate on Fidelity. Wow. BNB booming. That's Binance, right, Daryl? BHP billion. W long. Okay. All right, I think I'm up to date on everyone. Just that midday boring grind. Oh. All right, so the big move is I honestly I feel like the move is somehow we have to get me in the Netflix documentary. I don't want Andrew Money or Uncle Bruce out. I want them to also just include me. So we need to come up with a game plan. I know we've been focusing a lot on getting like Keanu and Justin Bieber into some sort of drama with me, but I think we need to like put that on, or maybe we'll, if we do that, obviously they have connections to Netflix, so maybe that's still the smartest play. It's a big game of chess. Hit the like button. Thank you, Martinez. I appreciate that. Yeah, don't forget to drop a like. It does help me out with the algorithm. But we need a game plan of how we can possibly reach out to these Netflix people. And I think John Wick could still be our answer. Yeah. Matt, played by a live duck. Yeah, maybe they're worried that copyright infringement stuff with the baby. They're like, there's no way we could get a Grammy-winning artist also in our documentary. I could see that. But I think if John Wick's on our side, we can make it just like whatever, John Wick 3, 4, 5, 6. What other celebrity could we pull in? What if Mo Money mentions you to them? It probably wouldn't work just because, like, I don't know. I feel like some big they probably have big important meetings in Netflix to decide it, and like then they have some like lackey do their research, and they're like, you should talk to this person, this person. Is how I imagine it like all plays out. Do not sell your soul to Netflix. Whatever you do, keep your soul. No, I just want to get on the big screen in this duck shirt. That's like, this is Hollywood calling. This is my Hollywood moment. They're like, we need more. We need more duck shirt recognition in Hollywood. You need to replace Vin Diesel in the Fast and Furious. Yeah. I guess so. Let's just. I guess we could just do that. We could reach out to Keanu, Vin Diesel. Maybe those are the best plays. Fast and Furious. Adam Sandler. Yeah, isn't Adam Sandler like the Netflix guy? Like I'm pretty sure like even though we don't think of him that much, he's like still one of the highest paid celebrities, and it's all through his Netflix deals. Like he makes a crazy amount. What was that one that I watched? He has one on Netflix. I think it's like a murder mystery. Actually, that might be the name of it with Jennifer Aniston. It was pretty good. I mean, see whether you like him or not, Adam Sandler. I mean, he's rich. Like he makes a lot of money. Reach out to Randy Orton. Now we're just like calling random people. I can just see my email now to Adam Sandler. Dear Mr. Sandler, I'm sure you've heard of me. I'm the duck shirt guy. Diana, Matt has no serious stakes, no real background story on why he jumped into GME, has no real conviction, is a generic Wall Street bets guy. Unlikely they will reach out until they scrape the bottom of the barrel. Well, you're just like factually wrong on everything you said, so obviously you're gonna get kicked. Talk about AMC. What can I talk about? It's just at 10. It's at 9.95 right now. It's coastlining all day. Can't I wish I could magically make something happen, but it's just flat at the moment. Stop stitching purses, Matt Kohrs, and start talking about AMC. Once again, what do you want me to talk about it? It's had a 10-cent range ever since 10:30 this morning. O'Doyle rules. Great movie. Say positive words about AMC. It's holding 10. People keep buying it here. I mean, I don't know. What do you guys can see it as well as I can. It's just coasting at 10 all day. Hopefully we get some like late day activity, but right now it's just like that boring lunch hour. could yell at it the way we were yelling at HOFV yesterday. How's the HOFV doing now? Matt, more positive compliment. Its hair is something. AMC, you have the best hair out there. You're doing great. We could just quote Adam Sandler. IZEA is announcing earnings today and is poised to retest the high of $7 earlier this year. What does the technical setup show? Technical setup doesn't really show you too much about in earnings because you just never know what's going to be announced. 7, I mean, they would have to announce something pretty awesome. Right now, it's just slowly selling off. Then it got back up, slowly selling off again. I wouldn't say that the chart's telling us anything about the earnings. Like a child's favorite bedtime story, will you give a quick rundown of AMC data and why the squeeze is still in the future? I mean, AMC's short interest is just trending upward. It's going higher and higher. As in more people are betting against it. Right now, we're sitting at 19%, which is very, very high. The utilization's 85%. The data, not only the magnitude of the data, but the trend of the data is still on our side with both AMC and GME. 18% short interest. Utilization is 85. For GME, it's 24 and the utilization's 58. Both of those are very high values. That, though, just because those are there and they're high, the important thing for this puzzle, though, is just like buying. Like, we just need buying pressure. People, yeah, that's a very, very important piece to this puzzle, is people buying. Hey, Matt, can you do me a favor and get some AMC puts so the squeeze can finally happen? I make my daughter watch during the week. Would you mind giving a shout out to my birthday girl, Kayla Cat? Yes, don't forget Rocket Kitty. Will do. So shout out to your birthday girl, Kayla. That's awesome. Happy birthday. No one has made more from worse films. Sandler's net worth is 420 million. He's a top 10 highest grossing celebrity. Netflix deal was 4 for 250. That's what I'm saying. If you like him or don't, I mean, Adam Sandler has like played the Hollywood movie scene very, very well, very, very lucratively. Is Ortex free? No, but if you sign up, there's a link below. You get a 7-day trial, and then if you want a 10% discount, you can email support at Ortex and just put Moon Gang discount in the subject line, and you'll get that discount. They made it special, obviously, for this group. Look at all those birthdays coming across for Kayla. All right. All right. So here's these things are flat. It's the lunch hour. So here is the current plan. I'm going to we're gonna just shut down for a bit so I can go get some like lunch and stuff, and then I'll be right back. So make sure you're on the lookout. Make sure you're subscribing and go to your notifications, turn it on so you get notified with the new live stream. I'm just gonna take a quick break because like not much is happening. I'll come back even earlier if like these things start to move again. So that's the plan for now. I'm definitely going to be back in just a little bit. Just give me time for a break. I'll start off the next stream. I just want to restart the stream. It just helps with the algorithm a little bit. But I'm going to restart the stream. And of course, you can hang out with Chair there. So, okay, this is it for the morning session. I will catch you guys back very, very shortly. Just hang out, be on the lookout on YouTube for the starting in the next stream. I will definitely be here for the afternoon session. I will catch you guys soon. Thank you.